Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. On Diddy's mouth. 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 Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. 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 Shoes, 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 shoes. Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. Shoes, shoes. Shoes, shoes. Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. On Diddy's mouth. 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 Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. Epstein going on Diddy's mouth. Shoes, shoes. Shoes, shoes.
Hello. Welcome and welcome back. Welcome back. Just gonna be burning a few little briquettes today. Little briquettes. Probably not huge coal pieces, nothing like that. Finally, that song was an aneurysm. I don't know about you, but even 09 can admit that the beat was kind of killer. The lyrics are the lyrics are cancer, because it's just the same thing over and over again. It's just saying, like, it's EGODM. Epstein goon on Diddy's mouth. It's so good. It's weird because it's like, I like the song. Anyways, I'm saying hello to V2, Am, and 09. Hello. Hopefully everyone's doing okay tonight. Hopefully everyone's doing alright. Let me bestow upon you all a crab of friendliness and joy. Hello. Hello. Because the thing was, wait, I still have this. There we are. Now it should be okay. Beat is a smash, lyrics are a pass. True. I wonder if there's a version of it that doesn't have the lyrics. Unironically, then, if you show that to someone who didn't know anything about the song, you could get away with it. You could kind of get away with it. It'd be like, it'd be like a really, like, funny sleeper. You know what I mean? Because then all they know is the beat, and then it'd be like, oh, this sounds really cool. And they are clueless as to what the original lyrics are. Probably people make anything these days. To be honest, yeah, I mean, that song is like funny in a shitposty way, but then you look at the shit that is made on like SoundCloud or shit like that, and it's actual genuine dog shit. It's ass. But anyways, I'm gonna be indulging in a little bit of coal tonight. Tonight is one of my favorite type of streams. Coal, but I don't know if I've got actual lumps of coal tonight. That's why I put briquettes in the title. Briquettes is gonna be a new word added to my lexicon for when you see something that's cringe, but it's not like, it doesn't make you want to rip your fucking soul out of your body, you know what I mean? It's just a briquette, just a cute little cringe thing. Not omega fucking kill me now. Kill me now. You got one new thing? You got a new post? Hell yeah. But anyways, since I'm still on the good mic, We're not on the coal section yet. Let's start off slow. Let's be merciful. I'll be merciful. We'll start off slow, nice and easy, and then we'll get into the torture. You'll know that when I switch over the microphone to the terrible, terrible, terrible one. Let's see. I think I got your stuff here. Yes, I do. I see. New YouTube channel post? On my channel, I will try to find some bad coal. It's weird that, because it's like coal streams are a weird balance of coal and then like palette cleansers. Palette cleansers, a lot of the time are songs, but I don't mind that. I don't mind. Let's have a look. What do you got for us? Is that a good way to view it, or should I do this? I think this is, I think that will be better. Just tested this, if my snake, Tessera, dislikes Markiplier. She does not! I cannot show the video since I noticed while rewatching the video those who might be more observant would notice they can see my face, an entire upper half. So I will not be posting that video, but in trade, here's a picture of her in a cinnamon roll position. Have a great day. Edit. She is very active now, slithering around. I also learned while holding her, she has a silvery brownish irises. She just has a really big derpy pupil. I was able to find this out by holding her in a position where her head was on my hand, and she seemingly did not move or care. I was so close. Just to observe. It's one of those friendlier looking type of snakes. It's pretty good. It's got a nice, like, derpy little face. It's a cute little thing, no? Cinnamon roll. Photos could be referencing that one video of that one fucking old man going, I can't recite it one-to-one directly, but I can be like, man, shut the hell up and eat a cinnamon roll. I think he says that, or does he say shut the fuck up? I'm not allowed to say the first thing he says. Any new shorts, or? I think I've seen all of these, right? No. It looks like there was more that's added. But anyways, it's good to see. Need to stockpile on some coal. Corn snakes. Yeah, corn snakes. They've even got like a really funny name. Back Sisyphus Prime. Don't know who that is. But anyways. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Let me see. I think the last might have been... I can't remember which one it was I saw previous. I might give one of these a go. Why not? It's not gonna hurt me. Oh yeah, don't you include a song? Something just like this, Chainsmokers. I've heard of that band before, but I'm not quite knowledgeable on their discography. Decent. Messed up on a few lyrics. Okay, I'll save you the embarrassment. The roses and petals floral, or daggers in their smiles and light in their eyes. That sounds fucking metal. He said, you think the hold on. Bro, I hate YouTube so much. I can't tell if it's like playing the right short or if it's just breaking. He said, you think the devil is horns? Well, so did I. While I was drunk, his hair was cold, and he wears a suit. I think I've heard some of these before. I think I've heard like up to here or something. I can't quite remember. Bad memory, but oh well, it doesn't hurt to check something out, you know. Doesn't hurt. Let's see, and you got something for me too, don't you, Mr. Machin? Mr. Machin? Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Ultra Kill still hasn't been updated yet, has it? Fucking lazy devs. Lazy. What do we have here? Change of plans again. Arms only will be moved to the weekend. Okay, cool. Weekend. We got a few days to wait then. What? Today's Monday. Yes, today is Monday. You got a new Mosic. I shall have a listen, Mr. Endekrieg, the end of the war. It's like a really fucked up looking eye. I don't know. I'm not sure how to interpret the logo. Oh no, but it's just Deltarune, so that's alright. RG scribble of the day, red. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Anyways, hello, Circle. But anyways, what would you say? Circle, you getting desperate. Not quite analog horror, no. Not quite analog horror. You gotta stop making so many channels, bro. The old one is too cringy. Yeah. But you know how cringe it was to see someone come in here and self-advertise? I mean, Circle, I think you're just getting a little bit desperate, bro. I mean, but then again, today is a cold stream, but yeah. Disturbing to my ears sound-wise. Typically with his songs that he makes, he likes a lot of strong percussion. The horrors of war. War never changes. The final war. The war to end all wars. What I like as well is that you can hear a little bit of like grain. There's a cracking effect in the music. It's like the type of effect that you get when you play like a really old vinyl. But that reminds me, if Circle is still here, since you went out of your way, since you went out of your way to make the effort to self-advertise in a shitter stream chat, you got anything you want to share on this new channel of yours, or? Music. You got any music in it? Oh, it's not yet. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is just literally like just made a channel. Like, fair enough. You got like this little orchestra thing going on. You know, like the sound effect that plays when it's like, oh, they're getting ready. But you're going to. I'll keep an eye out. Gonna start uploading in a week. I'm gonna guess you're like perhaps making like a batch of songs before you start putting them on the channel. The end is near. Spelling mistakes, minor spelling mistake. The final war is where every machine in Ultra Kill were made from. Tons. Batches, tons. But that's good though, that's good. Then he'll have a lot to showcase on the channel. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never. I wonder what that sound effect is there. Is that like a rip of like I can't tell if that was an instrument or if that was actually like a sound effect of a gun. Like being fired. Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail, yeah. I wonder, have your snakes, because you own snakes, or have you ever seen a snake do that to itself? Like make an Ouroboros? Because snakes are apparently stupid enough that they will attempt to eat themselves sometimes. It is a gun being fired, yes. Because I couldn't tell because it was a little bit in the background if that was like a drum going dun, or if that was a rip of like a weapon. Stanley Parable. Go. Pretty good track. FL Studio is starting to fuck itself. The startup sound got a bit too it crashed. Fucking FL Studio, bro. Fucking FL Studio. I'm not sure if that's a software problem or if that's a hardware problem. I'm gonna assume it's a software thing because I don't know. I'm just gonna be mean to FL Studio like that, you know what I mean? Just gonna be mean for no reason. Oh, the description has lore. I forgot about that. What does it say? Oh, it's all in German. Okay, I can't say any of that. A 120-year war that started on May 26th, 2093. That's even older than a Cyberpunk. Or, no, not more in the future. You know what I mean. This is the King of Darkness's last-ditch attempt to sever the lifeline and kill all remaining threats that dare to overthrow him. This final blitzkrieg is the last obstacle in your path to ending this war once and for all. There you go. The last one. The last one. What is this? Only head king snakes eat their own tails accidentally because, as I say previously, snakes with king in their name usually are known to eat other snakes. King cobras, for example, can and will eat other snakes. That is literally part of their diet, I assume, king cobras, but I don't know. I've seen like a little video where like a snake was just eating its own tail, and the owner had to try and separate it and stop that from happening. I don't know what he did. If I'm remembering correctly, all he did was he put like a little bit of like hand sanitizer or something like that, just like something a little gentle. He put that around the mouth, and then the snake got a taste of it, and it just fucking like vomited itself back out, and it was like, disgusting, yeah, what was that? And it just spat itself back out. It's fucking crazy. You say you got something for me to check out, V2? Probably nothing too much. Let's see. Is that your alt account, V2? Is that just your alt account? Hey, listen, man. I mean, fine, bro, fine. Sometimes you gotta, a real one gotta talk to a real one sometimes. Oh, well, no, but in a way, you don't really use :3, though. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm not interested in seeing you talk to your fucking alt accounts. But anyways. That's funny, though. That's funny. Sometimes a real one gotta talk to a real one. Sometimes. It's not your alt. Fine. I know you got like 3 fucking alts, but they're all titled the same. They're just V2 and V1, V2 and V1, V2 and V1. They're all the same. I don't know. Type's the same. It's got geometry dash profile picture. I don't know, man. I just raised my eyebrows. It's kind of funny. Or maybe it's just a really coincidental doppelganger. And then you're just threatening to rape it in the YouTube comments, bro. The internet is so cooked, bro. The internet is just fucking, bro. There's only one way to fix the internet, and you just need to eradicate all the retards and then get like good people on it. That's the only thing you can do, I think. Da, 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 da. Little drama from your old channel. How is that even fucking possible? Unless you're the one doing something wrong. Whatever you say, Circle Bro. That's how snake keepers do it? Right. You don't have to worry about that with yours. That's good, at least. That's good. Then you won't get any scares when you just check up on it in its enclosure and it's already eaten 50% of its own body mass. 9,000th alt. Hello. Yeah, it just says underscore alt. Nice. Hello, Havoc. What's that? I saw some. Wait, you were playing. You saw some guy playing Bastion, and for some reason I pressed tab and misread the name as Judge. I'm sorry, bro. I'm actually so sorry. I've poisoned this fucking man's perception of the character so badly that if anyone else even plays it, even if you press tab, you just see like a mental projection of my username. But hopefully your Overwatch games went well. I saw that you got like a fucking insane MVP voting. I thought, why am I playing against this Chud? And realized it was a random. What are the chances of, like, if we load it up into the game simultaneously, what are the chances that we get into a match where we are versus against each other? It's probably very low. Like, even if you spend like an afternoon trying that, I don't think it'll happen. I called out someone because they said they gooned. Oh, okay. But that's fucking Roblox. Roblox is full of retards. He took the tank mode. Judge is German. No, Judge is... No, I am not German. Don't look at the last half of the previous stream. Don't look at the last half of the previous stream. No, I'm not German. Erica, yeah. It is a banger, though. Anyways, I did forget. I was supposed to give Circle, Photos, and Havoc their crabs of friendliness and joy. I did forget. Sorry. I'm forgetting my fucking traditions. Have a crab. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Helium browser's goated. What are you even watching as a black screen? We're about to get into the coal. But anyways, hello Photos and hello Circle. Proper hellos. I'm gonna get into the, what would you say? I'm gonna get into the coal right now. We were just warming up with some small things. We're checking out some music, checking out some videos, checking out some posts, whatnot. Just my rounds, tradition. But now, I'm going to change to my dog shit mic. I'm going to torture ourselves. Okay. Alright, nice. That should be it. Okay, I'm on the dog shit mic. You may have a bit of coal. I'm ready. I don't know what you define coal as, but I'm ready. I'm gonna play better than Wolves in this stream. You're still waiting for him. But apparently he's too busy playing Roblox. Nothing changed. He's playing Roblox. Bro, I have never heard of a more... What? That's funny as fuck. Judge, it's your mother queen. Photos, you've actually misgendered me. It's called Zine. I am a brave, big black Nubian Zine. How dare you misgender a person of gender? You motherfucker. You're not a real wokeoid. You're not a real woke. You're a fake woke. You don't know real woke. Forget, as I took the Chud versus woke test last night, and I actually got Chud. Oh no, just replace, you know how you spell queen? Just replace the Q with a Z. Queen, zine, you know what I mean? It's like my way of saying queen, but gender neutral. It's fucking retarded, don't listen to me. What do you mean nothing changed? You know for a fact this mic right here sounds a lot worse than my super duper good mic. Then you just don't know ball. I can't help you, you just don't know ball. You don't know how to be a real woke. Let's see. I could have sworn I changed to the dog shit mic. Did I not like a play it, maybe? Alright, yeah, no, I'm on the dog shit one. Easy, yeah, I'm on the dog shit one. Also, not better than Wolves. Also, by the way, that fucking annoying ass audio bug is back in Overwatch where your audio gets... That's fucked. I legit played on an entire ass game on Doom, basically death. Fuck, that's gonna be annoying as fuck. Why is the bug back? I don't know. I have never experienced something like that, but I don't want to. I had to visualize the sleep darts behind my head. Just actual like fucking like silence-induced paranoia. I've never experienced the bug, but now I'm afraid if I boot it up now, I might. You know, like you jinx it. Da, 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 da. You only have 4 cold videos. 4 cold videos is a lot, 09. That's a lot. That's a lot. You've only heard Doom and Zebra complain about it. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I run into it. Let me see. Do we have... How much coal do I have on the back burner? I don't actually have a lot. Like I said, I've only got briquettes. Yeah, I've only got like 2 videos. Get quaked on in Zero. Like, oh yeah, because Doom is the character. no, like streamers. They fixed it in season 2021 and the first one, the reimagined. Now it's back and it lasts way longer. New vids. I'm working on them. Yes. Expect one like within a few days. No lies this time. No lies. Legit, like it will happen this week. Short video, but you know. But then there will be more as I've been working on them in batches. I've also been working on another video idea as well. It'll be a nice short one as well. A lot of my videos are going to be like not even 10 minutes long, it doesn't seem like. My longest one I think I've ever made was the fucking one on the fucking fur fag. Anyways. 09, if you're ready, hit me with some coal. Hit me with some of those briquettes if you got them prepared. Because we could check out this video. Because this one I was recommended from Havoc, funnily enough. I'm not going to watch all of it because it's fucking titanic. It is the length of a feature-length film, which is insane, but still. But I hope they what would you say? Fix the audio bug. Because that must be really annoying. Maybe if you try, like, I don't know, maybe, unironically, maybe if you tried, like, playing any other character, like, maybe you play Soldier or, like, you go on support or whatever, and you play the game for, like, 5 minutes, maybe you won't encounter the audio bug. If you find that out, then that means even the audio bug is a Doom exclusive bug, which is that would be a really fucking funny thought to have. Like, it's exclusively a Doom bug. You can edit videos using photos. Why not use photos? Why not use the chat boy photos? Fucking V2 there with the fucking whip cracking. It's just in the basement. You will edit my videos, photos. You've only played 5? Ah, that's okay. How was Classic? I imagine Classic's actually fun. Under the Sea by Ramtums_8599. Let me give your rec a go first, 09. I'm interested to see in what you define as coal. My definition of coal basically means torture and agony. Let's see. Oh yes, it is this one I said. Under the Sea lyric video. The one that says Kinemaster in it. I assume it's this one. Oh no. I already know what it is. Your peak playlist V2, we're using that as a palette cleanser, so we won't get into it now. Just random shit I am aware of that exists. Hey, that's the magic of the internet, bro. I don't know, I just played and got shit skins in the boxes. Game felt fine. I tried playing Doom. My shotgun aim is back, but now I can't hit punches. Like, it's always one or the other. Like, there's no winning. Maybe one of these days, maybe when you hit like the maybe you roll a 20 and you'll get good shotgun aim and good punch aim. I'll hunt for some coal. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the effort because I've only got 2 videos in the backlog now. I've gone through all of the fucking coal. The fire's burning low. What video did you say I recommend? The one from Gamer from Mars. The one about that fucking retard, Finster. I'll give that video a go today because I've had it on the back burner for so long. The reason why I kept delaying it is because it's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half long. But I'll probably give like maybe half an hour of it. If it's boring, then I'll skip it though. But yeah, I might give it a go. I don't even remember recommending you that ever. I swear to God, I think it was you. Maybe a screenshot. It maybe. Oh, I might even be confusing it. Maybe it was Boofy. I don't think it was Boofy though, because it's about the fucking Tranoid. Well, he says it's a Tranoid, but I don't. It's obviously a lie. But where's the Gamer from Mars? Where are you? Is that you? Yeah, this one, no? Gamer from Mars? All this guy does is he makes Titanic fucking videos. Jesus Christ. 2 hours on Notch, bro. Fucking 4 hours and 24 on Marvel. Gajin Goomba! What else? 100 white YouTubers who said the N-word? That fucking video sounds funny as fuck, actually. Fucking video. 2 hours of Rick and Morty, bro. The Many Crimes of Mr. Beast. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, I understand that you need to farm watch time, but that's insane. Does Gamer from Mars, his whole fucking thing is that he makes videos that are really fucking long, and then he hopes that people put them up on like their phone and they fall asleep whilst watching the video. So they'll watch like 30 minutes of it legit, fall asleep, and then they'll watch like the rest of the 3-hour video like that. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. Sorry, where's your thing? Let's give this a go. What's this?
PTSD, anxiety, crippling depression, there is no question, you should kill me.
I should.
Let me be with Harambe, I feel like shit every day. I'm asking nicely, do it by drowning under the sea.
You know what's funny as well? The guy that is singing this, he actually sounds scarily... Well, not too close, but he does sound similar to the crab. He does sound similar to the crab who does sing the song. I believe the crab from The Little Mermaid. His name is Sebastian, ain't it? I think it's Sebastian, the Jamaican crab. Yes, pretty good. It's alright. It's alright. It's a briquette. It's a briquette. It's cringe, but it's not coal. Just a tiny little briquette. Do you know how you even remember that? I just have it on the tab, that's why. So whenever I see the Gamer from Mars, I just remember that. This is the Eager Splitting Loudenboomer is your call. This is all slop video essays. Video essayists stretching their vids to 5 billion hours just to say nothing. You only know this guy's name? Never watched him. The shit is like the... Right. I don't know. We'll see what the Gamer from Mars video is like. I don't know. I'm just not... What would you say? I think video essayists... Eventually, the art form is... I won't say it's gonna die, but I think... How do you say it? It's not gonna die, but it is definitely gonna lose popularity. If anything, what I think is gonna happen really soon... I think it's already happening now. There's going to be a huge pushback against this video essayist format. Where it's like really long like videos that don't really say anything. The problem is with video essays, from most video essayists, most of them are quite boring. Not even like bad, not like criminally like shit, right? They're serviceable, but they're boring. So I think people are going to push back against these long form video essays just because of the fact that they possess very little entertainment value. But how would you say? I think people are gonna make a return back to like old school commentary videos. I think they're gonna go back to old school commentary videos where well, to me, right, it might just be me projecting as well, because I value entertainment over information. If the video is funny, then it's already done its job. You don't even need to be informative or educative. But it depends on the genre, right? Blame it in George is the GOAT undisputed. I've heard of that, yeah. It's the same thing with Let's Play. Some people just bandwagon and do nothing, yeah. You found a coal mine? I'll be ready. Lily Orchard the GOAT. Oh, that reminds me. I still have the CD Coal channel up. Yes, I do. Ah, yes, because I'm fucking retard, lazy fucking idiots. I was supposed to watch a video that this guy made on the coffin of Andy and Lele. Coffin video, bro. Coffin. There it is. We might give that a watch tonight. I've delayed it for so long. Well, I just forgot. Well, I'm just fucking lying, bro. I just forgot. But now I've been reminded, so thank you very much. You're gonna head up? Happy Pride! What is it? It's 2 things, isn't it, this month? Pride Month and apparently men's mental health. But I don't know. But anyways, thank you for stopping by, 09. I'll see you around. Have a crab of farewells and adieus. Bye-bye! See you around. Let's see. Palette cleanser. Yeah, that makes more sense. Palette cleanser type. You found all of the coal. Burial goods. I could give it a go. Black History Month? I thought we already went past Black History Month. Or am I just being delusional? Is this gonna rape my ears? Burial goods. This doesn't look like...
This is the Jäger Splitten Lauden Boomer. It boomen Lauden in Splitten Jäger. This is a burger tiger. It tigers bugs. This is a Gebergsjäger. It Jägers Geberg. This is a Focker. It fox. This is a Kampfwagen. It Wagens Kampf. This is a Fleischwolf. It was Fleisch. This is a Flugger Verrakete. It have hurricanes.
Alright, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Bro, yeah, that it's after 10 seconds, it loses all of its charm. It takes 10 seconds and I'm already sick of it. That was fucking disgusting. Didn't know you were streaming. You don't, wait, what? Oh, you try. I didn't see. I didn't see. I didn't mean to ignore you. My bad. My bad. You know, because the thing is, like, I've got Discord open. It's just when it detects that OBS is running as well, it puts Discord in like a streamer mode, right? So it doesn't. I don't hear any notifications. So I didn't know you were trying to call Gio. My bad. My bad. Doesn't know how to stop the buffering with ad block. How do you do that? How does one do this? And the funny thing is, I'm on Brave as well. It's meant to be stupid. The problem is, it's like, maybe if I was an idiot and I was high on meth, I'd probably find it funny, but I don't know. You motherfucker, this guy's just fucking... Havoc is a fucking book full of lies, bro. Book full of lies. You can't do this. YouTube is just a bunch of fucking... Like, the only person who could have thought of that feature was Benjamin Netanyahu. Like, the fucking... I fucking, like, just because I don't want to see your shit ads advertising fucking malware, I don't need to see that, like, motherfucker. You cannot stop the buffer. You cannot stop the buffer. Oh, experiencing delays? Gatekeep so it doesn't get patched. I understand the sentiment, but I also think you're lying to me about this ancient or black magic voodoo technology. DM it to me, bro. DM it to me, bro. You are going to see the Amazing Digital Circus finale at the cinema on Thursday. Hopefully it goes well. And, well, I don't know. Maybe, if you're lucky, you haven't seen any of the leaks. So. You need to enter a link in uBlock filters. I can't tell you because the shit chat, YouTube blocks everything. Yeah. Only Benjamin Netanyahu, you know, they do this thing, yeah. Yeah. Right, thanks. Thanks for that, though, because it really does fucking annoy me, because it just... it delays playing the video for like 5 seconds, but even those 5 seconds just pisses me off to no end. Is this channel just like an unfunny meme channel?
Time for piss, time for piss, time for piss.
Among the city's upper district, no suspects in connection.
Bowels chanting of a violent evil ranting stewing from the
Yeah, nothing that really impresses me. You know what I mean? You've seen one. Let's see. Later. We need to save it for palate cleanser, V2. You need to buy nose plugs for the other creatures watching. You need nose plugs, blinders. You need a hazmat suit. Welcome to the amazing digital World War II reenactment. But yeah, no, Gio, I think you've already seen everything on YouTube. You've seen everything on YouTube, I think. But I tell you what, one interesting way to watch the digital circus, I find, is doing it the way that I've done it on stream. How I watched it on stream is that I watched every single episode just in a different language. The first one was in English and everything else was just like in German or Arabic or, you know, shit like that. It's really interesting, though. It's really interesting to hear the different voice acting in the languages. Yeah, it's got its own proprietary thing or whatever. It's got its own version of an ad block, but I always installed uBlock Origin anyway. It's going to be like the My Little Pony movie all over again. What? Hey. Oi, oi, oi. Oi. Hello. Oh, yeah. Geo and _holiday. I forgot my traditions. I'm fucking dementiated. Have a crab of friendliness and joy. Hello. Just hop on helium, little chud. I don't know, man. Waterfox is doing me pretty fucking good, bro. I don't know. I'll rep Waterfox, bro. I rep Waterfox. Pretty good. Oh, I'm so glad to see this video. Oi, oi, oi. Homelander gonna kidnap me soon. He says he's on Brave. No, but Brave is my sacrificial browser because I'm not logged in. Look, see? That way you get YouTube in its rawest form. Like this video, for example, I wouldn't have seen this on my main account.
תלמיד ישיבה הולך עם תספורת מעליות. זה תספורת של גוי של יהודי? גוי. תספורת שוקו-וניל. זה יהודי או גוי? גוי. בלורית. זה תספורת של יהודי או גוי? גוי.
I love this video so fucking much. I love how it's animated. He's just going. Oh, it's so peak. It's so peak. It's so cold, it's peak. Oi, oi, oi. Chudlington. You would have seen this on your main account. I guess my algorithm just better. Yeah, I need to fix my main algorithm, bro. I need to fix... What is on my main algorithm? Now that I think about it. What do I even have? Okay, well, I have EGODM pulled up. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, now, you know how I know my thing is dog shit? You know how I know my homepage is dog shit? I saw an Overwatch video. Like, recommended as like one of the first ones. Now, and my recommended is dog shit. I think my Twitter account got banned. What for? You don't even use your Twitter account. Don't even use your Twitter account. How did it get banned? But that's funny, though. That's funny. What would you say? Oh, no, but yeah, now that I remember. Hopefully you enjoyed the digital circus in the theaters. It's on the 4th, isn't it? On the 4th of this month? My one has been banned ever since they renamed it to X. Fuck, yeah. I do have a Twitter account, but I just don't use it that much. I got Boofy's account temporarily banned. So fucking zaced, bro. You keep trying to log in on that browser and it says you can't log in at this time. The fuck? Oh, you got banned for telling someone to kill themselves, yes. Right. I don't know, why does the internet take KYS so seriously? It's just an innocent little acronym. Just a little innocent acronym. I love saying it to people. Oh, and yeah, speaking of which, bro, I remember. I need to show you guys this if I can find it. Hold on. How do I go on? Am I a stupid retard? Yes, I am. Hold on. How do I check it? Content. Because I got a comment on this video. It's so good. I love it. What is it? Because you know how I'm on the dog shit mic now? I'm on the dog shit mic now. I got this thing. I got this comment from the my do you want to be racist video, and I got this guy coming in. Wow, man, that mic isn't good. Yo, buy a Fifine or a Fifine mic. That thing is really clear for like $30. And then I answer with my fucking. Funny you say that. I do actually have a Fifine K688. Really nice micro. Really good. I love it. I just like using the shit mic sometimes because it's funny. It's like, I love how of all the microphones this guy had to recommend, it was a Fifine. Not a Shure SM7B, not a fucking Blue Yeti, nothing like that. Not even a Razer mic. No, it has to be Fifine or Fifine. But yeah, no. I love the dog shit mic though. It's good. Let's do this. There we go. You sent something to me on my Twitter? Okay, never mind. It was just a browser mobile app. It worked when you re-downloaded. Fair enough. Your main account got banned on Twitter for being underage, apparently, even though you've had it since 2013. USB mic, hop on the SE Dynacaster series Mogs SM7B. But how expensive is it, though? Dynamaster. What, like the DCM8? Oh, it's actually not that bad. You know, some of it is like, it's mostly 200 to 300 quid arenas. Not that bad. Not that bad, eh? What, these? Not that bad. Looks pretty good. This microphone, funnily enough, this K688, it does have the possibility of connecting via XLR. It comes with it does come with a cable to connect it via USB, but it does have XLR. I've got it connected to an audio interface right now via XLR, but I might go back to the USB interface instead. It probably doesn't sound that much different, if at all, but I don't know. Maybe just for convenience. Who knows? Because I heard something about like, if your audio interface isn't good. If the audio interface isn't good, then it could actually introduce noise. Deer seems to have lips on. I just assumed that Deer is busy or something like that. But it's alright. You guys don't have to worry. Dynacaster is dynamic, not condenser though. I mean, condenser mic is more like, you gotta get close to it. I used to have a condenser mic, yeah. It needs more power, yes. What the shit? Have you ever played Project Zomboid? I have not played Project Zomboid. I know what it is, but I've never played it. Is that a new game you've gone obsessed with, Gio? Oh, and yeah, speaking of it, depending on how long the stream takes, I'm usually a little bit greedier with call streams, but depending on how long the stream takes, I might ring you up in a VC or something. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know. Might be annoying. Because I didn't notice. I didn't notice. I legit would, if you didn't tell me, I would not have noticed until the end of the stream. Ah, I see. Yeah, no, I've never played Project Zomboid. I don't know, it just doesn't seem that... Hold on. Is it the one that I'm thinking of, or am I just being retarded? Project... Yeah, it is the one, yeah. Is this the game that Boopy played when he was making that video, A Day In With Brad Pitt? I think it was. It's alright. I don't understand the appeal of the game. I don't understand the appeal of Project Zomboid, but I guess it's fine enough. It looks alright. I'm too brain rotted. I keep playing like really old RPG Maker games or Overwatch, and there's no in between. Condensers are more sensitive, dynamic, and mainly used on stage and shit. Yeah, I think the type of microphone, especially I guess on like, unless you're taking this type of shit really seriously. For example, I don't really want to buy. I don't really feel the need to buy a new microphone. Sure, I'm not going to use this for videos. Maybe for a joke, but the The K688 that I got right now is really fucking good for what it is. Really fucking good. I just need to be better with audio editing, which is a completely different ball game, right? Suck at it. You keep dying in the training, in the tutorial. In the fucking tutorial. Welcome back. What the sig? I've downloaded Destiny 2 to try and play it. Isn't Destiny 2 literally dying? You picked the worst time to play this fucking game. I heard that, like, what is it, like Bungie? It fucking, like, the company is dying, the game is dying, Destiny 2 is shit. I don't fucking, you can try it, but I don't know. I've never played Destiny 2. I know a guy who's played a lot of Destiny 2. They stood dang out. Let's play marathon. You should soundproof your room like a real streamer. Don't need it. You know what? You know what I'm even gonna do? You know what? You know what's even gonna be funnier? I'm gonna turn off. I have like filters that I use for this. I'm gonna turn off my filters. Hold on, where is it? Am I blind and retarded? Filters. Do I have filters enabled on dogshit mic? What am I doing, bro? I should turn these all off. Yeah, now the dogshit mic is as dogshit as it can be now. Let's play marathon. Let's play marathon. Guess the rapist. Yeah, I don't know, but Destiny 2 just seems to be like really fucking shit. Never played Destiny 2, but yeah. You know Skeletor. I know Ballsy. We are not the same. We are not the same. How shit does my mic sound now? Because V2 always likes lying to me. He always likes saying, like, oh, you changed your microphone, but I don't hear a difference. He always loves lying to me. What was I supposed to do? I'm lost. Fuck. Oh no, we were supposed to... Oh no, has Ragtime Rebel... No! Oh, fuck it. You know what? Apparently you did send me something on the Twitter. How do I open Twitter again? What did you send me on the twitter.com? Oh, I forgot I had my DMs open. What's this? Oh no, this is something else, isn't it? No, I didn't get pinged at all. I only got this. Fuck. Twitter just likes me. Alright, what is this? That's fucking fantastic. Dementia music, hell yeah. Yeah, but you guys just like lying. You like lying. Hello, astigmatism. Would you like a crab of friendliness and joy? I'm going to listen to the entirety of Everywhere at the End of Time. Isn't it like 7 hours long? One thing, Ballsy has 70 days worth of hours on D2. Last I checked, he had like 2,000 something. 2,000 something. I'm on the dog shit mic. I know I'm on the dog shit mic. By the way, I love your words of encouragement. You know why Twitter didn't notify me of your comment? It was counted as spam. It was counted as spam _holiday. So it wouldn't let me see it. But this is what he said. Oh, it's so good. One must be appreciative. One must be appreciative. Oh, just stage 2. Right. No, yeah, because the whole thing is like fucking 7 hours long. You could fucking fall asleep, wake up, and it'd still be there. I think I'm actually going to turn the filters back on, even if it is for the dog shit mic. I think it's made it really quiet all of a sudden. I'm going to change it back. All right, that should be a little bit more bearable. What am I doing? This is not my dog shit browser. This is my dog shit browser. Let me search up Ragtime Rev on, or is it Foundering? Foundering Twitter. I want to check out his new songs. Because he's on alt platforms. That's the thing. Let me see. Is there anything that I haven't seen here on his Rumble? But he's been uploading here a lot. That's the thing. I think this is new. What is this? This is a new one, yeah. I like the yellow one better. Yeah, we're better here.
My lady friend and me, we's a little on the outs, but I swear I ain't done nothing wrong. We've been so long together, I never thought she'd quit. When I got home tonight, I found she'd gone. So out I goes looking for to find her if I can. And sure enough, I meets her, thought I'd die. She was killing it along the line with a yellow gent. And this is what I heard as I passed by. Brush my nigga, brush my, don't fool around me.
I was waiting for it.
Now there's gallery. You thought you couldn't lose me, I'd stick until I die. These are my regular folks now, so nigga, you brush by.
Oh, it's always so good. It's always so good to fucking... I love this fucking guy so much. It's always good to fucking check up on Ragtime Rev. Is he called No, he's called Foundering on Rumble. Fair enough, okay. Alright. Oh, so good. Am I caught up on Tyler Catastrophe? I don't know anything about Tyler Catastrophe, sorry, Joe. yeah, no, on YouTube, because those are different channels. Hell no, Stray is pretty old to play now. Stray doesn't actually... Hot take, I don't actually think Stray is all that good a game. Stray is that game where you play as the fucking cat, no? The little distraction cat. But I don't actually think it'd be interesting to play. I unironically think that I wouldn't like the game. I don't know. I think I just legit would not like the game. I don't know, a lot of people were soying out about it when it first came out a few years ago, saying, "Oh, what, you get to play as a cat? You're doing like, your little, meow meow thing, But I don't know. I actually don't think I'd like the game. The starting of Stray and the ending are sad. I don't know. Did I give Astigmatism his crowd of friendliness and joy? If I didn't, here. I can't remember. I'm so fucking retarded. I just do that just for insurance. But, Oh, and yeah. I don't know. What is this Tyler Catastrophe stuff you're talking about? It's a... I'm not watching any of these fucking videos. I'm not. You have to catch me up on this lore later. It's this content creator that's in some sort of parasocial relationship with the Bryson Biter. This guy literally totaled Alexis with his body. What the fuck is the Bryson Biter? I don't know. All I know is if this is the guy that you're talking about, I am not watching a single fucking video about this guy. It is a fat gay man. I'm not doing this, bro. Tyler Catastrophe. Look at it! It's a fucking fat gay man! Jesus Christ. Tyler Catastrophe being in heat for himself. This looks like a dog shit video. That looks like a dog shit video. This is a dog shit video. This is going to be a dog shit video. This is a dog shit video. This is a dog shit video. Dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, abysmal dog shit. Oh, well, I'm doing a coal stream, aren't I? We might have found some real coal. Should I give this a go? Okay, what's the first video that comes up? Brianne Worth. Half an hour of shit. Really? He's in love with Wilbur Soot? Isn't that the Minecraftoid? Am I an idiot? Oh. Hold on. Palette cleanser, give me a second. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright. What's this about? It is the Minecraftoid, because he was in the, what is it, the Dream SMP? He's got two different channels. What's this? But he doesn't upload. What? Am I retarded? What? Oh no, but he uploads here. What? Oh no, no, he's a Twitch streamoid. Mostly though, no?
It's gaming time. It's gaming time. PvP. It's gaming time.
Teleport into it.
It's gaming time. You can't teleport into the ghast, King.
Yes, I can.
Oh my god, what? Yoshi?
No.
Wait, hold on. No, we can just bap the bim baps. What the f did you? Oh my god, it worked.
Alright, I've had enough. Okay, I've had enough. I think I get the gist. I think I pretty much get the gist. So it's a fat gay man thirsting over a gay man. What the fuck? What are the shorts like? Hashtag lolcow. Shut the fuck up.
So if you're employed or have a social life, you might have absolutely no idea who Tyler Catastrophe is. But over the past few weeks, the situation has somehow escalated from like awkward parasocial TikTok fan into a full-blown internet circus.
Take a second to appreciate how great my ass looks in these jeans. If you thought my confidence was insufferable after the spider bites, I'm gonna need you to hang on a sec, because once this thing heals, I make no apologies.
Because now
I've had enough. I've had enough. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Are all of the videos that are made on this guy just fucking shits as well?
Tyler Catastrophe.
Yeah, this video is shit.
So he's got several different pieces here. Comment says that's about that.
It was for my anthropology project, my friend.
But in this next clip I found, he says maybe.
Halfway around the world to meet an artist named Stuart Semple. With
Nah, this is fucking rubbish.
Who is this, you ask Joshua? You know, Josh was a biblical name.
This is fucking rubbish.
Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? I'm sure you have been. Ever been so in love that you want to move to where they
Okay, I do appreciate the Stitch poster, though. I will give you that.
live? Love them so much that you can ignore the fact that they're an abuser. Well, our topic today...
What is his goal?
for the rest of my life, if he was like...
What does this man want to do?
Because honest scenario... You know, Because honestly, it doesn't matter what I'm doing any day ever for the rest of my life. If he was like, hey, do you want to get dinner or something? I'd say yes. Obviously, I'm delusional. It's fine. But at this point, I'm just so over the not doing anything about the things that I want. You know? What's up with that? No one gets anywhere that way. So fuck it. I've said it out loud. What else is there to do at 9 p.m. on a... Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Anyway. It is what it is, I guess. Okay.
Bro, I tell you what, you know what this is? This is a consequence of the fact that Tumblr got fucked over a long time ago, and all of these fucking retards have spilled over onto the rest of the internet. Tumblr, as cringe as it was a containment unit. And it's been broken. And now look at what it's fucking done. This reeks of just fucking, like, retard. Like, it's like his brain, it's like I can tell, just from the way he acts, that his brain has been rotted inside out from the syphilis. Oh well, we'll just leave it there. I know this is a cold stream, but I don't want to do a deep dive on this fucking guy. Brain rot break. Yuck. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. Alright. I need a break from that. I need a fucking break. And V2, you said you got some peek in your playlist? Let me check it out. Let me check it out. See what else you got for me. Jesus Christ, 7.5 hour video. Damn. I might check this out. I might check this video out. Is YouTube censoring my boys? All of the jewelry he sells and makes is pre-worn, by the way, and he sells shitty plastic jewelry for like $600 and $1,000. $600 to $1,000 a piece. All of the Family Guy? All of his Family Guy, perhaps? But, what is it you say? But I don't know, that's kind of on the people who buy them as well, right? I hope he watches all of his family die. All of that just to get around the YouTube censors. I'm guessing you're talking about Tyler Catastrophe. Does Tyler Catastrophe even have a family? I don't think so. It must. Tyler Catastrophe is like one of those people that just seems to be have. He's like a fucking creation of the devil. You know what I mean? He is just a spawn of Satan. It's just he wasn't born. He didn't have a childhood. Nothing like that. He was created as is by the devil and placed on this earth, on this planet, on this realm of existence, just to torture everyone else and to spoil the internet. Legit, just fucking handcrafted by demons. It just must have been like that. Anyways, I want to check out this video.
Enough! Who do they think they are? There's tons of adults available, and they spit in their face! Don't they understand these are children? Pedophiles! All they ever think about is children. They're freaks! All these sick freaks walking around! We're not mad enough! We need justice! We need vengeance! We need suffering! They must die!
Jesus, you can actually hear the rage in his voice. So good. That one was pretty good. I like it. I approve of that. That was pretty good. It reminds me of one I saw like a long time ago. Someone made... Hold on. Am I able to find it? I don't think I'm able to find this. Hold on a minute. Maybe I can? Yeah. That fucking video. That reminds me of this one. If anyone's seen it, it's so fucking iconic, bro. You need to see this.
So this is where Major Klug lives. I grew minors! This is where my Discord got doxxed on 4chan! Klug Inc! Where pedophiles and groomers alike come to groom! We don't need age verification because we want minors here! So we can tickle their foreskins and touch their forceps! Major Groom?
Major Groom?
Take my spiked drink so I can groom you! Yes! Klug Inc! Come here if you want your tickled, touched, and your pickled lickle. Join our server, except you can't because invites are closed!
It's so good, this fucking classic video. It's so good. The fucking... Oh my. Oh my, I just found peak. I just found peak. That reminds me of the trans guy on TikTok that thought he was the reincarnation of Adolf Hitler. What could he have possibly meant by this? Racist Kane crashes out. I'm gonna search that up as well, bro. I found another good video as well. This is made by a fucking real internet user. This.
Hi there, can you open this door, please?
I think this is the guy that does like the Baki parodies.
Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me? You know what my name is? My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door. No. Or I will fucking end you.
He's drawn him so well.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see?
This is my neighborhood, though. Do you understand me?
You clearly don't know who you're talking to.
It's so big.
Danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot. You think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks. Wow. Christ. Do you even know what's happening? The full scope of what's happening?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Got dipping sticks. You want some?
Yes, sir. Thank you for asking.
Wow.
It's so fucking deranged. It's so... I love this channel so much. It's so good. It only has peak in it. I love how this is like one of the rare uploads, and it's the fucking doorbell chud guy. It's so good. What a fucking fantastic video. New post, new video. Racist Kane crashes out. What does that look like? I think I can guess. We have a HD remake? What? No, I want the one that's as bad as possible. I want the one that's as bad as possible.
Niggas. They only think about...
Hold on. What?
Niggas.
I didn't quite catch that. Sorry?
Niggas.
What? No. Maybe if I play it slower, I'll understand what he's saying. Yeah, that should be good. It's so good. 480p quality, pretty good.
They only think about chicken. They're black. They won't get equal rights. They won't live like me. I won't let them. I'm better. More powerful. I'm the superior race. I am wise.
Let's kill those turkeys tomorrow.
It's like it's supposed to be like an extension of this. Hold on, like. This is such a fucking classic as well. It's so good.
Prick. Watch where you walking, bitch. What did you... Wait a minute. I'm white.
It's so fucking good. I like it. He's so smug with himself as well when he realizes.
Wait a minute. I'm white.
Yeah, I love it so much. This is such a classic clip from the Boondocks. Such a classic. Do you think there's one with the hard R? It's 2 minutes long? Now that is a dedicated shitpost. Dedicated shitpost. What the fuck? My YouTube is breaking. What is happening? I mean, like, I don't know, I show it up, but it's nothing interesting, you know? You know, there you go. Alright. I mean, it is random, though. It is random. So I guess in a sort of way, I wonder what are the chances, actually. I wonder if there's another way. Do you think that word puzzle? Do you think that word puzzle, there's a random chance of it spelling the N-word, hard R? The spelling, what would you say, like, there's got to be a way, right? Well, it depends on how random it truly is. I'm gonna, wait. You found, hold on. You found sex. No, I can't find any other words. I can't find any other words. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky. What is this? V2, you, I shall make you stand corrected. I would never, I would never rape my chat boys. I would never rape my chat boys. It is immoral to do so. For it is immoral. I would never rape my chat boys. But anyways, should we just go to like the shit that's in the backlog? I've only got 2 videos I want to go through. I think I can finish one. I can't finish the other. We'll see what happens. Why have I been pinged? What the fuck are you typing to me? What the fuck? What the fuck are you typing to me? What are you doing to my DMs, bro? What the fuck are you doing? I have no idea if you're fucking with me and you're just writing fanfic, or if that's true. Still typing. No. Someone's just DMing me some bullshit, bro. V2. There's something... Are you familiar with the concept of having standards? Are you familiar of the concept of having standards and dignity? That's why the fanfic that you concocted up in your head shall always remain a fiction. No, I'm not going to show it, though. I'm not going to show it. It's DMs, bro. I'm not going to show DMs. Or I'm not going to show the full thing. I'm not even sure if I should read it out loud. My standards are actually quite high, actually. Actually. I'm not sure if I can find it. I've already found the original incarnation. That's more than enough, anyway. It's more than enough. Let's see. What do you mean, no, it's true? What do you mean, no, it's true? This is what's fucking been typed to me, by the way. Just out of nowhere. Quote. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here I can't say. Okay, so quote, this guy at my work, he's like a good 400 pounds-ish, was going to the bathroom the one day and shit himself so bad he left a trail all the way to the bathroom. Someone walked in on him, butt naked down to his socks, with his boxers in one hand and shorts in the other. It was in his boots and socks too. He said, "Can you get my supervisor?" And before my supervisor got there, he slipped and fell, and it took almost 5 people to get him up. What the fuck are you typing to me, bro? What the fuck? But anyways. That's fucking just in my DMs. A story about a fat man shitting himself. Was it Tyler Catastrophe, Gio? Was it Tyler Catastrophe? Might have been Tyler Catastrophe, but probably was. Or at least someone similar. Tyler Catastrophe is fat, but is he 400 pounds? Probably close. Let me see. Ah, man, do I even want to watch this video? This fucking gamer from Mars slop. I just know it's not going to be that fucking funny. Like, at all.
If you followed the world of
The first fucking the first fucking thing I see is Minecraft. Okay. You know this can only end... You know this can only end terribly. Well, we already watched the soft A version, no? It doesn't matter because it just means the same thing. Unless you mean, like, find the extended cut, because the video that we saw was only 40 seconds. I can't imagine making a video like that that's 2 minutes long. I think that would kind of spoil the meme, though, if it's too long.
Minecraft live streaming, there's a good chance you've heard of Finster, who during the pandemic blew up in popularity by performing a bit of cross-dressing as a woman fairly convincingly while keeping his deep voice.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Fairly convincingly my ass, bro. My ass.
Intact. While he originally...
Oh, trying to find a hard R in game. Oh yeah, no. If you can find, like, any version of it. Any version. Even if it's, like, NIGA. Any. As close as you can get. I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. I don't know.
Originally presented this as a humorous gag and swore to be cisgendered. As time went on, the story took an odd turn, as the streamer started...
I believe that's, Chris Tyson, ain't it?
Hanging out with
the guy from Mr. Beast.
Who would eventually be accused of crimes against minors. On top of this, a wealthy donor started appearing in his chat, offering him an ever-increasing amount of money to fully...
I mean, hey, gamer from Mars. That's one way of putting it.
Embrace his female persona, to the point that they legitimately offered...
Jesus Christ, Gio, you gotta be fucking with me now, bro. Finsta, the story of Finsta, I can save everyone time, because I know this video is like an hour and a half long. From what I know, to my knowledge, Finsta is essentially a rape victim. Essentially, well, not a rape victim, but essentially a grooming victim, right? This fucking guy was paid so much fucking money by some, like, weird, like, fucked up cretin. And he was just, like, helicoptering money, just, like, fucking sinking money into this. Because apparently this guy, well, how he was doing this is he was doing it as a challenge. He wasn't just doing it for fun. He was doing it as a challenge. So he said, oh yeah, if I get this certain amount of money, he'll cross-dress for, like, a month, and then you do it again and again and again and again, and the time kept expanding, right? Apparently some fucking, like, oil baron, or whatever the fuck, helicoptered so much money onto this fucker, he was like, oh shit, if you keep donating, I'm going to be stuck like this forever. so long as the challenge kept going. And then people start fucking like calling him like trans and all this shit. There was one point in time this guy was like so vehement about it. It was like, saying, nope. He'll be a cross-dresser, but he would never, ever be a tranoid. But then eventually he succumbed to the grooming. He succumbed to the peer pressure, and he just said, fuck it, he was going to be trans and all that shit. And he got, like, facial surgery, he got like, the fake implants and all that shit. It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up what this guy's done to himself and what he's allowed his fucked up retard audience to do to himself. I don't get it. So it's like, it speaks to a certain, like, magnitude of mental illness. You know what I mean? It's just so fucking strange. It's so fucking strange. And I don't know. And especially with the shit that, especially I'm very concerned about the fact that he's done all of this on a very, very open platform such as Twitch and all of that, right? So God knows what other type of retard is coming across his content and thinking that this is a good idea or whatnot. It's fucked. You rescind your statement? It wasn't ethical. It wasn't ethical to say that. No, but I understand that I am a fucking chud, and I'm saying it in a very negative way, but that's literally what it is, right? There's no other way to say it that it is negative. What's happened to this fucker was, originally, he was just a cross-dresser. So yeah, I would use the term of a traditional British cuisine to describe him, but that's where it stopped. And he was like, no, this isn't a trans thing. It's not a trans thing. It's not a trans thing. And then eventually, I don't know what fucking happened. He just changed his mind. And he's like, no, I'm a trans woman now. Or something like that. He got all the surgery. There's a picture of him post-facial surgery. Because he got, he wanted to reconstruct his face to make it look more feminine or whatever. And he's just covered in bandages like a fucking mummy. Like someone like took a hammer to his face. Like, Jesus Christ. You opened the sarcophagus, you would see that. It's unbelievable what the fucking guy's done to himself. Like, I wonder, there's probably a picture of it in the video, but I'm not going to watch the whole fucking video. What if I search? Insta surgery. This done not a surgery. He's got like a fucking ton of band-aids. He looked like a fucking like fucking look like an acid attack victim. Hold on. Doesn't seem I can find it too easy. No, I can't find it. I don't know. What is it? What if I put face bandages? No, I can't find it. How do I say this? I don't know why I can't find the, fuck. I don't know why I can't find the image, but just completely covered in bandages. Maybe it's in the video, I don't know. The fucking guy got groomed by a rich fucking oil baron. He kept doing it because some fucking guy was giving him thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. And probably even then I'm, what would you say, underreporting the amount. I don't actually know how much his fan base has given him to continue this weird fucking pursuit. But it's like, Jesus. It's a strange fucking story. It's riddled with like it's not like, even there's the term that exists it's called being audience captured, right? This guy was being held hostage by his fucking audience, being held full on hostage. But like I said, it takes a special kind of mental illness anyway to be such a puppet. To be so easily manipulatable. I don't fucking understand it. And then on top of that, ever since this fucking guy went full in, like, just dedicated himself to the fucking trans thing, the amount of AGP, the AGP that's being introduced into this fucking content as if it wasn't already there through the cross-dressing is insane. It's obviously fetishistic. It's obviously fetishistic. And it's like, I don't see how people can't realize that in a sort of sense it's propagating terrible ideas to a mixed audience platform, which is really fucking concerning. But we'll see what happens. This doesn't help as well that I watched that one video a while ago from that other channel of the guy talking about what pink pilling is and all that. I think Finster, what essentially Finster is, he's basically pink pilling, but en masse. Just one channel doing this shit en masse, just through him existing as is. Like, inherently terrible. But I don't know. Gamer? He doesn't post any videos of himself gaming at all? The gamer from Mars is not a gamer, and he's also not from Mars. Curious.
$300,000 for Finster to get a breast augmentation surgery. Within 5 years, what started as a supposed goof was now the young British lad's entire life. Presenting as a woman full-time, getting intensive gender-affirming surgery, struggling with alcohol abuse, and filming hardcore
what the fuck is this?
adult content for those willing to pay. So
What, you mean like an OnlyFans? Since when does this fucking guy do OnlyFans? What? Actual fucking, like, nah.
Earth happened. Surprisingly, no other YouTuber
Actual rape victim. Full-on rape victim.
has covered this story in depth, which is why I wanted to go down the rabbit hole myself. But the deeper I went, I realized why no other person wanted to touch it with a 10-foot pole. So because of that, I need to start this video with a disclaimer. I want to let it be known that the video today is not a cultural critique on the greater trans community, but rather the story of one person. I understand that this upload will be controversial regardless of how I preface it, but I still feel it's an interesting tale that has a right to be told. So with that out of the way, let's begin. Finster was born Jude Howarth on April 21st, 2000. The earliest traces of Howarth online are fittingly in Minecraft, although not on his own account. All the way back in 2014 when he was a teenager.
Okay, right. I'm going to skip this video entirely. It's not that funny. I'm going to skip this video. It's just it's essentially just like, I don't know, it feels like someone like reading off like a wiki page. I don't know, it just doesn't seem that entertaining to watch. I don't think it's good stream fodder. Let me see. Where did I have the tab open? Did I just close it? I think I might have. Yeah. We skip it. May 21st is a day after the Big H's birthday. Well, it was May 20th. Let's see. No, it was the 20th of April. 20th of April. I just looked at the wiki page. You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Fact check status false. But it's good you corrected it. Good. I think I've only got really one more cold video that I want to watch, and then I think that's a good point to end the stream. It's decently long. It's not as long as Gamer from Mars's video, but I don't think Gamer from Mars's video is going to be any interesting for me to watch. But let's see. I just saw it. Why am I so blind and retarded? There it is. Right. We'll see how this video is. It could be good, it could be interesting, it could be funny, it could be deranged. I don't know. Let me see. Oh no, later. Probably at the end of the stream, P2. Probably at the end. Let's see. We can give this video a watch. Why not? I am very curious about it. It is about a game that I do quite like. I do rep quite highly. But I might skip it if it's not as interesting as I think it is. It depends. I've already watched like a few videos on stream about people talking about this game. I think it was one of the earlier Reactios I've done. Or that I did, better to say. But we'll see. Speaking of which, I don't think I've seen an update to this game for a while. Which is kind of sad to say, but we'll see. This is the same channel that we did see that fucking fantastically funny Steven Universe video from. It's still so fucking funny, bro. It's such a fucking piece of comedy gold. But that was a long time ago now. And we've already seen it, so we did torture ourselves seeing that. But, let's see. Ooh, The Coffin of Andy and Lele and Lazy Shock content. Ooh.
This video was voted on by patrons and was originally going to be a deep dive into 4 games that all use shock value and refuge and
Postal 2 hatred. Damn.
Audacity as their primary selling point. However, during the writing of this script, before I'd committed to recording footage from the intended games, I came across 3 of them already being discussed in a video by Noah Gervais several years ago, and the thought of doing the same thing felt extremely intimidating, especially since I already have a problem with absorbing analysis and jokes from other creators already. Seriously, I owe so many people so many apologies. That video basically covers everything I had intended to say about those 3 anyway, but much better. So instead I cut the scope down to just the last of the 4, and reduced the sections on the other 3 to smaller parts, and redid the entire thing in the same style of a previous video I did. This is not what I went into this project intending to do, and it's very different from how I sold this to the patrons, but I hope you like it regardless. Heads up, this video talks about some pretty heavy and uncomfortable stuff, so viewer discretion is advised.
Anything but
in
racism.
1997, developer Running with Scissors released Postal, a gory twin-stick shooter about a guy going absolutely ballistic, believing he has to purge society of degeneracy and ending with him having been hallucinating the entire time. It was a game made specifically to stoke controversy and profit off of it by jumping and waving around for attention going, "Look at me, look at me, look at me!" And it worked. It sold extremely well, doing exactly what it was supposed to do. 6 years later, the developer released a sequel where 90% of the game was spent whining about the fact that his deliberately controversial game had in fact been controversial, stewing in anger and bitterness at the fact that a game he made to get people angry did in fact get people angry. What had first been a masterstroke of marketing brilliance was ultimately turned around onto Vince Desiderio as he made the critical mistake of revealing what a sullen, hate-filled misanthrope he really was. Anyway, it's 20 years later and absolutely nothing has changed. Shock value has always been the lowest and laziest form of art. Shocking people is easy. Walk outside and scream a racial slur at the top of your lungs and congratulations, you have shocked people. You have offended their delicate sensibilities and demonstrated that you are a brave and bold artistic genius. For about 5 minutes before you notice that people aren't gasping in agog horror. They're looking at you with dispassionate contempt. Nobody gasps, nobody screams. Maybe somebody goes, "You're ignorant," and then records you and puts you on TikTok later, but you didn't get the reaction you were hoping for. Now faced with the realization that you have embarrassed yourself in public and completely and utterly told on yourself, you rush to Twitter to start hammering your keyboard about how the woke mob isn't ready for your noble addition to the art of humiliating yourself in public, and how you were cancelled and silenced by dispassionate ridicule, and for the sake of being inclusive, replace woke mob with your bitchy coping snarl word of choice. The concept of using
fucking hell, that was just fucking vomit. Just actual projectile vomit of just. How do you even describe what just was fucking said? What? I thought this video was gonna be a little bit more sensible than the Steven Universe one. What? It's like a mishmash of 10 different things that might have been observed from the internet, but all mixed in one. So it just makes like a totally incomprehensible like fucking fan fiction. Sorry, what? something insert quote about the woke mind virus.
Shock humor as a cheap and lazy shortcut toward making an actual salient point through comedy has been around pretty much since the invention of humor, since the first court jester called the first king a cotton-headed ninny-muggins and was hung from a gibbet for his disrespect. In the modern day, it's the chosen trade of a socially isolated 14-year-old boys trying to stave off their inevitable familicide by making mom gag. It's been a workable formula for a lazy artist for a long time. Take the acceptable standards of the current decade, defy them, and bask in all the attention like the needy teenager you are. But that's a game of diminishing returns, because the more you push the boundaries of acceptable behavior, the more people stop being surprised. Pushing the boundaries of taboo only works so long as people still have a gag reflex. Once they lose that gag reflex, they stop getting outraged and start rolling their eyes, and that's when you have to start complaining about the woke mind virus like the smart boy you are. This was what affected
I didn't actually think the phrase was going to be mentioned. Like, that was something I was memeing about. Ah, well.
Shock violence games like Postal and Hatred. The first Postal was a genuinely shocking video game, a game where you just slaughter innocent people in a time before BioWare had made it half their entire gameplay philosophy, in a time before murder hoboing became a popular way to play D&D. The first Postal is actually an interesting novelty, playing as a psychopathic killer on a rampage until the very end of that rampage at either a funeral or an elementary school, depending on the version, where it turns out they're in solitary confinement and were hallucinating the entire time. The entire game is tasteless from the word go, but if you stick with it, you'll end up being pleasantly surprised. I wouldn't call it a good game, but the trick at the end was certainly clever. Unfortunately, the sequels after this point all lean into the laziest type of shock comedy imaginable, and the entire game feels like a bitter swipe at everyone who ever looked at the creator funny, told through the vector of a bad episode of South Park. Sorry, that was redundant. I meant to say told through the vector of an episode of South Park. Any small value from the first game, at least from an anthropological standpoint, is pissed away as over the next 18 years, the developer would grow increasingly embittered by their lack of success compared to their peers at the time and continually pass the blame on everything but themselves. Running with Scissors as a developer did nothing but stagnate while their peers zoomed ahead of them. Violent video games were shocking in the 90s. A violent video game with added racism and misogyny is just pitiful. Leave a shock jock alone for just a few minutes and they'll immediately reveal that their shocking material isn't a joke or art. They mean every damn word of it, and they are very angry that people keep giving them funny looks. And that's the doomed end of shock value as a concept. We've now reached the point where Netflix is making sexy thirst trap drama shows about cannibal serial killers, and people are making TikTok videos about how unfazed they were and how they wished it had more gore so they could show off what a big boy they are. There really isn't anywhere else for a shameless shock jock with no talent and even less scruples to go. Well, there is one place you could go.
You should go home to Greenbow, Alabama!
Last month, the internet posited...
So, what's been said already is that it's like, really? It's like fucking... It's just like, what is it, like, shock games that overindulge in edgy and or shocking humor or offensive material. I don't know, it might be the case for Postal, but I don't fucking know. Essentially what was said in a flowery way is just like a sort of communication of ideas, a sort of insert so that the game may project and reflect the ideals of its creator, but I don't think you can apply that in such a broad sense. Perhaps for those specific examples, but now I'm curious as to what's going to be said about this particular game. Could be something interesting, who knows?
Positively blew up about The Coffin of Andy and Lele, a visual novel that boasts about the fact that it's breaking 6 different taboos at once. And to those of you who had to check your watches to make sure you hadn't just jumped back in time about 20 years, I assure you that you are still very much in the present day. This game blew right the fuck up. Steam doesn't hand out those overwhelmingly positive ratings for nothing. Or maybe it does, because I checked out the ratings and they were all shit like, the mom's hot. Ted Kaczynski was right. That's the Unabomber, for those of you unaware. Make choices that change...
Everybody knows who Uncle Ted is, don't worry.
The course of the story be like, sex, not sex, homicide. My brother gifted me this. Product received for free. Okay, I won't lie, that got a laugh out of me. Mentally deranged, envious, aggressive, manipulative. Wife material. God forbid women have fun. Pros. A compelling story about 2 extremely twisted and horrifically relatable people. Sister wife. Every positive review was either a joke or complaining about Twitter, and I saw maybe one person claim that the game had any artistic merit towards it. So for the first time in years, somebody actually played the Shock Jock grift and won, because for every 4 people who go, "Can you believe this shit?" there's one who goes, "It might be fun." But if you're familiar with this grift, you already know that once you're in there won't actually be anything of merit to it. The blurb goes, "Brother and sister practice cannibalism after witnessing a botched satanic ritual." Immediately, it's given the game away. 2 siblings violating the worst taboo on the planet? Yeah, I'm sure they'll leave the second and third worst completely where they are. Definitely positive on that, no doubt about it. The thing is, that's gonna continue being Schrodinger's sleazebag until someone with critical thinking skills and no gag reflex actually puts on the rubber gloves and sifts through the sludge.
I'll do it, gimme.
We open on discordant music while we watch a boy being bullied by his younger sister into doing something unmentioned, while the words suffer or fuck keeps echoing in the background. But then the music cuts out and it turns out it was all just a dream had by this girl who looks like... You know those amalgamations of Democratic and Republican senators, where the faces of every rep was compiled together into one deeply uncanny hybrid? Well, Ashley looks like that, but for every quirky teenager who is not like other girls. As much as you love the feeling of feeling sorry for yourself, it's time for a little interlude. It is titled, "Find Nutrients to Not Die." We look around a particularly grody apartment looking for food, as apparently it has been some time since this girl last ate. Your parents have fucked on this bed. Weird observation. Her brother is asleep in the shared bedroom, and sharing a bedroom? At that age? What's wrong with these two? Actually, no, I take it back. Don't answer. Andrew is asleep. You can't eat him. But I can tell by the look on her face she really wants to. Turns out they're locked inside and have been locked inside for months, with a warden standing guard outside and decidedly not bringing food to them.
I know my rights. I demand a lawyer.
And despite being in an extremely dire situation, Ashley is not exactly taking things seriously, at least not as seriously as her brother is. Now let's take a guess as to what Ashley's problem is. Is it A, antisocial personality disorder, B, hunger-induced delirium, or C, she's a goth girl in a game made by a weeb? We'll have a prize at the end for whoever guesses correctly. After hearing a racket coming from the neighbor, the two sneak across the balcony to find their neighbor engaging in a satanic ritual to summon a demon. Man, that's whimsical. My neighbors just scream and put more holes in the wall for the mice to get in. After playing voyeur, the two sit down to watch TV and then go to bed, where Ashley has a flashback to how they got locked in the apartment in the first place.
I think we're just stuck at like the description point of the video. Fucking hell. Like, I'm trying to find something to say, but it's just we're in the wiki page. We're in the wiki page part of the video, and it's just like, I don't know, man. And I have yet to be hit with a cutaway gag or a little meme that's even keeping me slightly interested. I don't know, man. What happened to the person who made that legendary Steven Universe video? What happened? I don't know.
Turns out there was some taint.
I mean, there's got to be something, right? Analysis? Maybe I should just skip over to that.
Did water, and the entire city was put under quarantine while their parents left to go stay at a hotel. But it turns out the workers watching them aren't actually bringing them food, but their mother doesn't believe Ashley when she says that. Then she stammers out an apology and a goodbye. Oh gee, I wonder why this girl is so messed up. Ashley spends the next morning cleaning up the laundry when Andrew wakes up and...
All right, come on. If this is just the wiki page part where it's just a description of the story, I want to get into the meat. I want to hear opinions. I want to hear some... All right, I want to see, what's the analysis going to be like?
The occasional funny moment or interesting bit of character work is completely brought down by some of the most banal writing I've ever seen, and an art style that looks like a Potterhead got really into Black Butler. The pretensions to being a horror game are flat out false advertising. I've seen more frightening and shocking content in CRPGs from 20 years ago. The idea that this is some kind of refuge in taboo is laughable, because the murder and cannibalism makes up a pretty small portion of the game itself, and the rest is the same kind of shit you could find at about 200 different anime released last week alone. I am honestly surprised by just how artless it actually is. That's something you have to try to do. With all the fuss being made, all the discourse surrounding it, and the way my inbox became plagued throughout most of October and November,
I expected more.
Hearing other people talk, you get the impression that this game is about toxic codependency and murder with incestuous undertones that unfortunately gained a fanbase of incest-loving freaks of nature. That's not what the game actually is. The cannibalism and murder are a small portion of the game. There is one scene that involves the eating of human flesh out of desperation, and that's it. The entire game's story is about Ashley's obsession with her brother and the way she sabotages his life so he can never leave her. This isn't subtext or an implication, it's explicitly what the game is cares about. The rest of their crimes are surprisingly blunted. They only kill 6 people over the course of the game, and only 2 of them didn't deserve it. This is not a game about cannibalism with incestuous subtext. This is an incest game with a brief aside about cannibalism. I can understand why people are upset, because the game sells itself as one thing and is secretly about the other. Well, I mean, it's not a secret anymore, actually. The way people talk makes it sound like it suddenly turns that way in the last 5 minutes, but no. It's like this the entire game. Actually, getting to this point, you realize why all the Steam reviews won't talk about anything else, because there isn't anything else to talk about. This is all made especially clear in the burial dream, and it's the only time where Ashley starts to be anything more than just a cardboard cutout with a TV Tropes article taped to her face. In the dream, you wander around positioning plushies in ways to mimic Ashley's perception of real life. Place the green plushie with the pink plushie, and the pink plushie is happy. Take it away, and it gets angry. Ashley slowly locks away everyone getting between the pink and green plushie, from representations of her parents to her old school friend that she murdered to Andrew's girlfriend.
I'm starting to get memories back as well. This is one of those moments in the game, I think, as well, if I'm remembering correctly, with time frame. I don't think this video was out when... No, wait. I don't think this video was out when the 3rd chapter was out. Neither. Right. So I have to keep in mind that I think this video is limited to the 1st and the 2nd chapters, I believe. But it's like, alright, well, there's plenty of, moments with symbolic storytelling. Although, to say that it's not, like, obvious, it's not, like, super abstract, I wouldn't say. They're all symbols, yes, but they're all very easy to understand representations. But I still do appreciate the way that it is presented nonetheless. That little aside about, like, what the scope of the game is about, in a sort of sense, isn't that what makes it a little bit better than the other games? If we're talking about, like, lazy shot content and whatnot, it would be infinitely lazier of the creator, I think, if the game was only about murder and cannibalism. If it just focused on that, and if it's like the plot twist is like, these two, they just go around killing and eating people because they find it funny or whatever. Instead, I will rep this game because it's not a horror game, but you are supposed to be deeply unsettled by how twisted these characters are. Even in the first 2 chapters, albeit they're a little bit, relatively speaking, when you even compare it to the 3rd chapter, they are a little bit hollow when it comes to character development and insights to either one of these two. It still takes, I say, the more difficult route of trying to explain, or at least showing, how fucked up these characters are. And how they work off each other, and how they also don't work off each other. The mixed feelings of hatred and love, or very twisted type of love, but love nonetheless. Or I would say possessiveness, especially. Both of these characters suffer from that. But I don't know. The game is clearly much more story-based, and within that story, it is essentially a deep dive of 2 characters, right? It's not really, I would say, it's not really an action-focused game, right? But at least, CD Cole does recognize that.
She destroys them all in one way or another, making sure nothing can take Andrew away from her, whose plushie is now—
Hello, photos. 09 still here? No, I think 09 left a while ago.
Now called the best thing in the world. In the end, not even Andrew is safe, as she locks him away in a gilded cage. The next puzzle is dependent on which of the doors you went into, but the only one with any character work involves Ashley taking all of her memories of other people, things that might create a happy and stable person, and replacing them all with Andrew. Ashley's obsession with her brother has consumed her entire life. It is the only thing she ever thinks about, the only thing she cares about. And it's in this moment you understand why Ashley is so flippant about everything else that happens in the game, why she doesn't care about the girl she murdered, why she doesn't care about eating human flesh, why she doesn't care about committing parricide, because all those things were done with Andrew at her side. All those things were done to make sure Andrew stays by her side. She doesn't have any reaction to anything else because she's too busy thinking about Andrew, too busy looking at him, coveting it. Honestly, this section would be more at home in the bad ending? How exactly do you determine good and bad endings in a game with villain protagonists? Anyway, here Ashley has fucked things up to the point that Andrew is openly hostile to her and not taking any of her shit. The vision here is actually Andrew snapping and trying to kill her. In this ending, Ashley actually backs off from her control to an extent because she sees what will happen if she pushes Andrew too far. And their relationship has deteriorated to the point Andrew doesn't hold back his contempt like he used to. But the entire gameplay part of that dream honestly feels tacked on, and that says a lot in a game that's using more tacks than a corkboard with a masochistic streak. This is actually also the case if you take the door on the right in the burial ending as well. There's far less character in that puzzle itself, and it ends with no vision whatsoever. You can always tell which route is intended by virtue of where the work was done. This is the closest thing to depth Ashley gets. It's the sole moment where she shifts from being a cardboard cutout to being something completely pitiful, pathetic. Because that's the thing about characters like Ashley, hell, about people like Ashley. They're pathetic wrecks with nothing left in their lives but their obsessions. And the truly sad part is that they could easily move past all this with some therapy and real friends. Well, not Ashley specifically, she's a murderer, but anyone else? The easiest way to move past an incestuous attraction is being willing to do so. Covering that in a story would be dark but poignant. It would be a truly uncomfortable look into someone's damaged psyche in a compelling way, especially as they try to pick up the pieces. But this is not that kind of story. It almost is at times, it brushes up against it, kinda has to by virtue of the subject matter, but it doesn't really go there. The rest of the game feels less like an exploration of characters and more like an excuse. Here are two completely fucked up people, the game says. Now let's watch them get worse.
That sounds really boring.
And the reason it's so boring is because of Ashley herself. Ashley is, objectively, the single most dull character to ever disgrace a PC screen. Outside of her burial dream, her clear and obvious mental health issues are played so lightheartedly that despite being an unrepentant psychopath, she just wasn't frightening at all. All of her most vindictive actions are presented with this tee-hee, quirky girl vibe, and her entire character is built from stock anime tropes. I was literally talking about the better version of this bitch last video. It's actually Andrew who is the more unsettling of the two, because he's a lot more subtle. If you aren't paying attention, you can miss a lot of the creepier things about him, like the fact that he's faking his nightmares just to share a bed with Ashley. Hell, I missed it. I stole this footage. I'm not going back and doing that again. Andrew is, to an extent at least, I mean, he's still a nutcase with a sister complex, the more sympathetic of the two, because he spent his entire life at Ashley's whims because she's been threatening to frame him for murder. So he's fucked either way. He either commits more crimes at her behest and just accepts this is his life now, or he ends up going to prison anyway. You'd think getting away from this bitch would be good for him, prison sentence or not. But given his choice of words, it's clear being saddled with the responsibility of basically raising Ashley as a child has already messed with his head and given him a complex. Andrew is the only instance where the game comes close to being the horror game it claims to be, ironically by rigidly adhering to the banality of evil. Evil doesn't come from grand motive. Evil is boring, dreary, bureaucratic. The main fundamental difference between a serial killer and a genocidal dictator is an army of yes men. It's clear the author can write a genuinely disturbed person, and for the other half of the main characters just willingly chose not to. Parroting what Ginger said on the Squadcast last year, there's a fundamental difference between a creator who can't write versus one who can and refuses to. Ashley is just ridiculous. Both her extreme cruelty and theatricality. This is the main character of the game, and there is less to her than a Saturday morning cartoon villain. I'm the first one to say villains don't need to be complicated, but villain protagonists kinda do. You learn everything about her by the end of the first flashback, and then you just have to keep watching her waffle around until the last 20 minutes. Ironically, playing this game made me think more about a film called God Bless America, where two people go on a rampage because they think society is degenerated, but all they really do is kill people who are being kinda rude or fishing for attention. Sure, you get the catharsis of watching not Glenn Beck get shot. Fuck, remember when he was around?
It's hard to address this video in a sort of sense. It's hard to address this sort of video in a sort of sense because it's like, I don't want to just sit here and, what would you say, like, there's a cancerous sort of way to respond to a video like this. And that's essentially by attempting to debunk it. You know what I mean? Trying to say, like, no, actually, like, there's a sort of fucking sense to it, especially because I need to understand that this, at the end of the day, is an opinionated video. So I just don't want to see her being like, oh, well, no, actually, you're wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to see her debunking it. It's just the difference in value of perspectives, right? Clearly, CD Cole just doesn't like the game. Clearly, CD Cole doesn't like the game. I think a sort of way how I would go about, I don't know, I wouldn't even say countering the video. I think just expressing my own opinion would just be to say, well, I don't know. I think the opposite. I think the story is pretty good. And I think especially, even if I'm trying to limit the scope, it's a little bit hard because I know I've played through the whole game and it's got 3 chapters. This video is only limited to 2. So I got a little bit more to work off of when it comes to that. But even trying to limit myself to when I only played the first 2 chapters, I think it is, I think it does a proper good job at trying to explain 2 characters. It is a little bit Andrew heavy though. It is a little bit Andrew-sided, which I will actually agree upon. A common thing that I've seen the fandom talk about is that they wish that Ashley was what would you say? Especially that we saw her perspective. I just enjoyed. Why is there a gun pointed to my head? Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I might just wrap up the video here, and I might just wrap up the stream, to be honest, because I don't know. This video I think is really interesting for me to listen to. Is interesting for me to listen to, especially because I'm a fan of the Coffin of Andy and Lele. But I also recognize that I don't want to. What is it? I don't want to come across as lazy when it comes to responding to this video. In a sort of way, the criticism, especially, why is there a gun? Oh yeah, by the way, I'll let you have something a little bit more friendly. Have a crab, Mr. Antenna. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. Dash real, not the other one. What's up? What's up? What's up? Is it really? But anyways, now we're just watching a video and they're just pulling up another reference. I'll probably skip this one and we'll see.
The Coffin of Andy and Lele starts at that point, with Ashley jumping right to sociopathic cruelty the moment someone gets between her and her brother, but doesn't go anywhere with it. It reaches the point where a thesis has to be made, and then it just doesn't. Is it any surprise some people think depiction is endorsement when this is your depiction? Once you reach the end, there's no point to be had. It's just, what are you doing step bro with fewer steps? We reach the end where it turns out that in the future they're likely going to fuck, and the game goes, ta-da! And I'm like, what are you ta-daing for? You didn't do anything. Oh, but isn't that shocking and disturbing? No, game, it isn't. You've been priming me the entire time with scenes that scream, they're gonna fuck, oh lord, they're gonna fuck. And then they fuck. I don't know what you expect me to say. Well, that's a lie. I know what you expect me to say.
The impudence! The audacity! The unmitigated gall!
The closest this gets to that horror factor is that it shows an Andrew not far from the future who is completely broken and joined Ashley in the second circle of hell. But the scene afterward doesn't do anything with that, but engage in a long back and forth about how, oh, we can eat and kill people, but we can't fuck? Which ignores the fact that up until the very end, Andrew hasn't wanted to do any of that either. Ironically, most of the game's own fans parrot Ashley's words when they encounter anyone who is made uncomfortable by the incestuous nature of their relationship, which is right up there with quoting Tyler Durden, Rick Sanchez, Tony Montana, Walter White, Kylo Ren, Darth Treya, Anduin Rin, or Thanos. It's a bad argument.
Oh no, you can't fucking say Thanos. Bro, fucking hell. Thanos has actually been poisoned in my mind because my friends keep saying, like, whenever they're playing a game and they do something like somewhat like impressive, they say, oh, I'm Thanos. I can't fucking I'm Thanos. Thanos. We can't let this here. Why did they? This is a part of the game where, at this point in the game, they haven't actually fucked. This is an what would you say, like a dream or like a sort of vision that is spurred on by like an artifact that one of the characters hold. So it's not a real scene of fuckery, but it is a vision of fuckery. It's like seeing the future. But I don't know. The best way that I can say this is that I wouldn't say that the game focuses on this in terms of how shocking it is that the game itself went that far as to showing the taboo, right? To me, being engrossed into the game and being into the story, it's the shocking part is seeing that, oh, there is a possibility that these two will go that far in the first place. There always seems to have been like lines, right? Seeing the lines getting pushed slowly, right? Seeing them devolve worse and worse and worse and worse. You always think that these two might have like a standard that they hold each other to against, but no. And that is very apparent in the third chapter, but we keep it to the first two chapters, let's say. But another thing is, it's like, I wonder... There's another part of me that wants to say something. What's this?
You know it's a bad argument, because you made your psycho goth waifu say it out loud before anyone else had the chance to. The reason for that dissonance is most people are fine reading a story about a cannibal serial killer, because it's almost guaranteed that it will end badly for that person. Furthermore, cannibal serial killers were in the news for a short time and have been the subject of villain stories for decades. Establishing your villains as eating people isn't much of a shock. We've all seen Silence of the Lambs. We all know how this goes. Consensual incest, on the other hand, is not narratively compelling in the same way, at least not in this context. That's more the realm of tragedy, not horror. Look, I'm not the first person to point out that we tend to be more lenient about depictions of violence over depictions of sex, but I am going to be the first person to point out that pointing that out doesn't make you clever. You haven't caught on to some secret. The public is squeamish about sex, and more so the more unconventional it is. Depicting consensual incest in a story is going to turn most people off.
That is brand new information!
The truth is that this isn't a dark story that covers dark themes. It looks like one, it's wearing the skin of one, but that doesn't make it one. Dark stories have something to say about their material, and that's the problem with these shock games and why they're always flashes in the pan. Why Postal became a household name, but Postal 4 was met with nothing but dispassionate ridicule. It can't shock because it has nothing to say. It doesn't use incest for artistic reasons, it simply revels in it. But at the same time, it's too afraid of outcry to go anywhere. At time of writing, the third episode is still not released, and I think that was a deliberate choice. The whole story has an air of, just kidding, haha, unless. The vision at the end is something the player can avoid if they want to, and it always avoids going too far in the present day, as if testing the waters to see how people will react. Strip away the aesthetic and taboo and the fact that 90% of the appeal is in going, oh my god, I can't believe they made a game like this. And what you're left with is a rather bland and dull story about someone being systematically abused by their gleefully violent and terminally obsessed younger sister. And you know what? I could have told you that kind of story for free. Ashley's abuse of Andrew and her consistent wearing down of his mental well-being is the one consistent through line the game has. We see it right from the start where Ashley's jealousy drives her to actively murder Andrew's friends. By the end of the game, she's dragged him down into the same pit of hell she's been in for decades. This could theoretically be an interesting story. AMAB siblings being abused by possessive AFAB siblings isn't something people take seriously, and boy do I know that from personal experience. But this game doesn't do anything with it. It's just refuge in audacity. But truth be told, if you asked me if I thought every person who liked this game had an incest fetish, I'd probably say no. It's common in material that covers fucked up taboo relationships to assume that the taboo is the only selling point and the people who liked it clearly liked it for that reason and that reason alone. And while those people certainly are here, I honestly think it's the aesthetics that draw more people in. If you changed literally everything else about the story, the genre, the characters, the theme, the tone, the aesthetics, made it about like a loving yet fucked up relationship with two completely different looking characters, I don't think it would have the same audience. Getting to see a skinny goth girl cut people up and eat them probably had way more of an impact in why people will buy this game over its supposedly taboo material. If the main characters weren't just a Tumblr sexy man and Tim Burton's Shadowheart, it wouldn't have had as big of an audience as it does. And indeed, that's just as base and boring as those who are in this to sing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. The only thing about this that comes close to making me angry is thinking about how for years we've had to deal with people with just the most boring tastes in the world, acting like they're some brave, bold counterculture pushing against puritanical American values. The people who romanticize abusive relationships, the women who fawn over serial killers like rockstar groupies, the men who do nothing but watch anime about owning a little sister figure like a pet. The sad, depressing, bleak reality is that they think they're an outsider, but they aren't. Disney spent millions of dollars redirecting their biggest media acquisition to appeal to...
Fucking hell, the way that this video is structured is nauseating. I'm trying to listen, trying to fucking pay attention. And then when you think you can latch onto one idea, it just fucking takes tangents and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And then there's like a fucking... I realize now that like half of the video is not even about the game. Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. It's just fucking like, you go from the path from A to B does not seem to be a simple one. You have to go from A to C to F to G to E to Z, and then all the way back around, and then maybe, if you're lucky, maybe you can go to B. Maybe. Oh, fucking well. I've already played this game on the Score holiday. I played it as well. I think it was one of the first games it was a very early game that I streamed. I'm waiting for another update to come out. I played all of the chapters. 1, 2, and 3, or the part of 3 that does exist. Waiting for another update before I give it another spin. That is not very nice. Underscore holiday. Finger wags. Oh, fucking hell. I think this video has a value to me as just to see another perspective. But then again, it's like, I also, it's sort of a fucking weird sense where it's like, I just, how do you fucking like convincingly, like, when you just say, I just disagree with the perspective. That's it, isn't it? It's just, I just disagree with the perspective, and I also disagree with the interpretation that this individual has of the story. Essentially, if I can boil down what's being said, it's just, oh, this game is just all style over substance, right? It's got the look, and it's got all of the surface level themes, but this person doesn't believe that the story sells. To me, I think you miss out on the value of this game if you don't put in the time to look past the surface level things. For example, like the abrasive humor and whatnot, and the style, the literal art style of the game. If you can get past that, if that says something to you and whatnot, if it's got like a stereotypical type of look to you. To me, the story of the interpersonal dynamics between the two characters, between the two titular characters, Andrew and Lele, is really fucking interesting. It's really fucking good. And also the sort of honesty that comes from the writer acknowledging that these two fuckers are not going to get saved. There is not really going to be a happy ending for these two. You know what I mean? Not like in an objective sense, I don't think. I think, overall, the best that you can hope for in the story is that these two try, or at least try to reconcile their relationship and their problems, and then they'll probably die, or something like that, right? A happy ending in their minds, right, from the perspective of these characters. The one thing that I think the writer does very well is it sells the verisimilitude very well. There's not really a moment in the game that I think these characters don't act the way that I think that they don't act, or they act wrongly, or there's something strange. I think the writer takes a lot of care and effort to make these as believable as possible. Once again, I think that's done even well in the first 2 chapters. I think chapter 2 elaborates a lot. Chapter 1 is very short, it's very simple, it's a sort of, I guess in a way you can describe it as like a bottle ship episode, or like the closest thing you can describe it as is kind of like a bottle ship episode. It all takes place in one place, and they all just, they just do one thing. You get one moment that was mentioned where they have like a little argument and a little spat. I also think, like I said, it's like, I think the story is being misinterpreted, and I don't think it's just one character abusing another character. I think they feed into each other, like some sort of like what we mentioned before, like the concept of the Ouroboros, right? They just feed into each other and they abuse each other and whatnot, right? But it's just, I don't know. In a sort of way, I don't want to elaborate too much, because then, like I said, you fall into that trap where all you want to do is just debunk the video, which I don't think is a good way of engaging with analysis, right? Because then again, I will say, this video is not completely wrong. Not completely wrong. The most amount of grace that I can give is that as of when it was in the 2 chapters, even 3 to a certain extent, Ashley is still a sort of enigma of a character, right? Andrew was elaborated upon a lot in chapter 3, right? But Ashley's still a bit of an enigma. So what a lot of the fans are hoping for is that in future installments, we get to see things from her perspective. We get to be inside her mind. We get to see her problems demonstrated and whatnot. But I think as well, I think this individual CD call misses a lot of the value of the storytelling through like intricacies in the dialogue, the subtleties in the drawings, and these CGs, I believe they're called, as well. I don't think it's fair. To me, it's just because fundamentally I don't think it's fair to hand-wave the game away as just lazy shock humor, right? Especially when I can tell that there's a very clear effort to try and explore a story between 2 twisted, evil people. It's fucked up because it's, in a sort of sense as well, it tries to take the viewer, because in a way, you're just an observer, right? You're not really like changing anything, or you can like see different stories, different branches of where it could go, but you're really just kind of like you're taken hostage, right? You're an observer. You can only see where this goes. But it also does this weird fucked up thing, because it's like you get to see that both of these characters, you know, like they're evil and they are completely irredeemable, and it does recognize that. But you're also fucked in the sort of sense where it's like, yeah, but it's like you want to see it keep going. You want to see the game keep going. You want to see what these 2 get up to, and you also want to see the real fucking thing about this that encapsulates this, that the real gold in this game to me, where the tragedy, the horror, or the uncomfortableness comes from these 2 characters recognizing, being self-aware of the fact that they're fucked up, and either getting worse or trying to reconcile with each other. That's the interesting thing that hasn't been mentioned in this, that there's moments in the story where they both just kind of stand there and realize, oh yeah, we're both fucked up, and we're especially fucked up to each other. We should try and do something about that. It gives you like little nuggets of hope, that even in despite of the fact that these characters are spawns of Satan, creations of the devil, that they've got like still small, very, very minute nuggets of hope and humanity, even when it comes to just each other, right? You know, oh, why did it all go so fucked up? Why is this, you know, relationship so bad? Why do we hate each other, you know? But why do they also hate each other? Was also they can't get the fuck away from each other, you know? The toxic codependency of it. There's a lot of themes that have been explored in there, and it makes you feel all of things, you know? It's like a sort of, like was mentioned before, there's a horror, there's tragedy in that. I think it's like analyzing the characters, realizing how fucked up they can be. I'm not wording it in the best way that I can. You know, I'm just doing this off the spur of the moment, but that's kind of how I see it. Essentially, I'm just kind of just saying why I like the game. I think the story is very good, and I think it's told very well, and I think it's very in line with the characters as well. Or it does the characters a lot of... it gives us a lot to work with, a lot to think about, a lot to chew. Your peak playlist is going to come up in a bit. Just.user.1. Yo! Have a crowd of friendliness and joy. Yo! Yo! Honestly, I can talk about this game a lot. What else is a streamer to do? But yeah, I could talk about this game for a long time. I was thinking, it is a plan of mine to make a video on this game one of these days. But the reason why I'm not going to do it now is because, to me, I think the best way, the best time to do it is when it's complete. When this game is done, 100% done, and all of the major content updates have been done and all of the installments have been completed, which is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while, but when it does finally happen, then it's when I'll make a video about this game. But yeah, like I was saying about this video, it's just, in a way, it's kind of it's hard to respond without just going, no, that's wrong, no, that's wrong, no, that's wrong, no, that's... It's lazy. I think it's better if I just provide a different perspective. Oh, shit.
To these guys. Netflix has made 2 bland dramas to appeal to these guys, and half the anime industry is being held afloat entirely by these guys. It does not get much more inside than having your most depraved violent fantasies sold to you as a retail product. The truth is that the audience for this stuff doesn't care about quality. They don't like dark storytelling, and they don't like uncomfortable material. They just have a fetish, and as long as the work has the right tags, they'll gobble it up. We're in a time where disgusting yet simultaneously boring people are broadcasting themselves proudly as such. More and more we're seeing genres of literature be plagued by what is essentially bad AO3 fics that manage to get published entirely off the backs of an audience who will...
That actually doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know if I'm just being wholly, like, ignorant or something like that. What would you say? It's like, that doesn't make sense to me, considering that there are alternatives. If it's just for satisfaction and for fetishistic purposes, I don't think anyone would play a game like this. I don't think anyone will play a game like this when you could just fucking, I don't know, like just go on like a regular site for explicit materials and so whatnot, and just get the instant hit right there, right? If it's purely just for the enjoyment of the taboo. I don't think people are using this game purely for the avenue. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, especially considering the format. It's a visual novel. Mostly it's a visual novel, but I don't know.
Totally buy a 200,000 word story romanticizing abuse, incest, cannibalism, or all 3. It has never been an easier time to become a published author, or a game developer for that matter. The Coffin of Andy and Lele is the video game equivalent of an Ali Hazelwood novel. It's the most bare bones, hastily slapped together wallpaper paste that succeeds off the backs of people with an unusual fetish or bad aesthetic taste, trying to stick it to the aunties in the most mundane vanilla soccer mom kind of way. Because that's always been the problem with Let's Watch Them Get Worse storytelling. Everything is still blunted in order to continue being a consumer product. Like the Dahmer series before it, it's made for thirsty 21-year-olds with something to prove, and therefore can't be too extreme with the material, so it plays everything very coy and very sarcastically, and that means it has much less ability to make you uncomfortable. You get to the vision where it turns out they fucked and go, oh, what a relief, because they finally stopped dancing around it for 4 hours. The thing about dark content and why shock jocks like Nemly are flashes in the pan at most is that dark and taboo material is only unnerving and effective when it's earnest. When you simultaneously want the people involved to be happy, but also know this is probably the worst way for them to do it. That's part of what being uncomfortable means. It's why this subject only works in tragedy, because you can't wink wink nudge nudge your way through tragedy. This used to be something authors understood, but we're in darkest timeline 2023, where literature is overflowing with AO3 inspired bad amateur porn for every kink under the sun to give every 20-year-old that sweet, sweet taboo fix. But at a premium this time. And inserting introspective character drama into the mix would just yuck their yum, because at the end of the day, dark wasn't what they came here for. Do you remember how animation fandom got really obsessed with dark, mature animation intended to show the normies that animation could be a serious art form, yet everything they championed as such were PG-rated children's media about being yourself? How they would take clips of Katara rinsing out her hair and going, "This is a kid's show?" Thereby moving the goalposts of acceptable material back several notches so they could delude themselves into thinking children's media was actually super mature and for grown-ups. The thing about those guys is that they didn't actually want mature animation. They wanted Toonami with more blood. If you made the animation equivalent of the Shawshank Redemption, they would have turned their nose up at it for not being anime enough. Their stated interests in what they actually wanted were fundamentally opposed to one another. They had redefined mature animation to mean Naruto and demanded the industry give them that. And most of the people who are after the nasty stuff have done the same thing. They demand the most filthy, profane art imaginable, but what they produce as an example is just a Quentin Tarantino film with extra steps. I'm reminded of the way fans of the Dahmer series openly bragged about how they watched it while eating and wished they'd had more gore. And I realize I sound like those guys in my critique of this game, but what sticks out to me is that it fundamentally missed the point of why people were upset. It's that the actual real victims of Jeffrey Dahmer, the mutilations of their bodies, the way law enforcement let it happen, and the way Dahmer continues to be lionized by groupies to this day, was all made into an exploitative TV show for true crime fans to salivate over. Not that it was too gory. Indeed, there is something pretty fucked up about making a mini-series out of a serial killer instead of, like, you know, a documentary, and this performance of people bragging about how it didn't faze them was especially disrespectful. This wasn't the time to tell everyone what a big boy you are watching the slasher movie without being queasy. If anything, you were missing the point so hard you impaled yourself on a rock. Especially this bitch. When everyone is having a problem finishing the Jeffrey Dahmer series, but you finished it and wished it had more gore in it, that's a real roundabout way to say you wished you got to see more black men get carved up like a Sunday roast. The truth is, entertainment as a consumer product is designed to downplay gore and violence by, ironically, hyperinflating it. The footage of Bud Dwyer committing suicide on camera will put any idea that you have a strong stomach out of your head. You have no fucking idea how much Hollywood babies you when it comes to violence while pretending to be edgy to stroke your ego. And that's part of why violence is more acceptable in art.
What would you say, especially with like gore fests and slasher films as well? In a sort of way, this hack and slash style of film is kind of, in a sort of way, is not amped up to scare you. Perhaps it is amped up to gross you out a little bit. I think in a lot of these pieces of media, this type of thing is amped up for comedic value. like you couldn't believe that is like these fucking things happen, especially with the footage that I'm seeing here. It's like, this is almost something that you would point and laugh at. It's just like, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Hello. Would you like a crab of friendliness and joy? Hello? But anyways. Oh, well, but that's basically the end of the video. I'll just wrap it up here. And this is just a wiki section that I skipped because more or less I already still retain a lot of the memory of the story, but it's like, yeah, there are some points in there. In a sort of sense, overplaying your hand with what is called dark or edgy themes or gore or whatnot can come across as try-hardy and juvenile. However, you spin it the other way around, it can be an avenue for like slasher films, gore films, and even for, in a sort of way, in a dark comedy. But how this relates to the Coffin of Andy and Lele, it, like I said before, the focus is not necessarily about the acts itself, right? It's not about the acts of murder. It's not about the acts of cannibalism. It's not trying to see how ridiculous the acts can be. I think technically the most ridiculous thing that they do is employ the service of a demon to kill their victims. That's probably the most ridiculous it gets. But I don't know. To me, I think it's like, ultimately it just boils down to, I just don't think it's fair to hand wave the game away as like a gore slop or something like that. Just gore slop. But those examples of those, I love how almost every single example that was pulled up about people talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer series is like an obese woman. It's like an obese... Notice how every single person that was pulled up in that thing about, oh, the Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't that bad, is always like a fat woman. Only women could watch a show about a gay serial killer and like it. Or the dramatization of a gay serial killer, not a documentary, as was very kindly pointed out. I don't know, has anyone actually seen the Jeffrey Dahmer series here? Because I haven't seen a fucking single second of it. So I don't know whether or not, if it is actually worth watching or not, hey. It's just fucking, it's so unserious, it seems like. I don't know. In a sort of a sense, The all edge, no point. Vanilla soccer moms pretending to be edgy. Pretending to be. That's fuck yeah. It's in a sort. You also got to link up with the fandom critique as well. Yeah, there are totally some people out there who are just fucking mental retards. They're just retards, and then they're just like they do it to like sort of make a point, make it their like a sort of personality. I guess it's a one note thing that you recognize in fandoms. It comes from like retards and whatnot. Yeah, that's an unfortunate truth, you know, like you cannot deny that. That is just a thing that exists within everything. It doesn't have to just be horror stuff or just the coughing game and all that. You can see it in everything. The fuck are we doing? I was playing Minecraft. I'm just watching some bullshit. I'm just watching some bullshit. I don't know. What is this video going to be wrapped up with?
Art than sex. And all of this, I am very badass.
Literally every single one.
It was just a bunch of sad idiots posturing to show they have a stronger stomach than the people who thought this was gross. Because that's always been the thing about this new brand of Twitter edgelord. The Puritans, or the woke scolds, or the antis, they're always complaining about, live in their heads completely rent-free. They can't do anything.
I wouldn't say that these examples are used to own whatever is seen as like the cultural opposition. This is just, these people are advertising to other people their mental illness and trying to pass it off as cool. That's literally it.
Without turning to those guys and going, sorry, you're too sensitive. Sorry, I'm too hardcore for you. It bothers them so fucking much that other people give them funny looks. They have oriented their entire media diet and identity around their obsession with imaginary Puritans. The number of times I've seen these people pretend to be survivors of the thing they're fetishizing has reached a point I don't even get disgusted by it anymore. I just fucking laugh. This is the only reason Puritan is back in the popular lexicon at all. And not just by these clowns. When talking about even important things like the oppression of LGBT people, or fake internet arguments like kink at Pride, people keep calling skittish or prudish attitudes towards sex puritanical or purity culture. Why? Because calling it Catholic or just prudish isn't dramatic enough. That's just where we're at now. Outrage isn't what it used to be. Nobody writes letters to the editor or goes into the street yelling, "Ban this sick filth!" They just snark at you on Twitter. And so people who are delicate and can't handle any public backlash at all will just exaggerate like the melodramatic little bitches they are. Even the political right doesn't have outrage like they used to. They're all trashing Walmart because Bud Light put a rainbow on a beer can or whatever the fuck that was all supposed to be about. I've said this about a lot of things over the years, but this refusal to move past the mental age of 14 is what's really bringing down art. This whole performance has for so long smacked too much of someone loudly and proudly screaming for their mom to get out of their room.
I do appreciate that the video was ended on a caramel dancing, a small little caramel dancing reference. Well. It doesn't seem... Unfortunately, this video wasn't as entertaining to me as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like, what would you say? It's messy, but it's not deranged. You know what I mean? It's messy, but it's just not deranged. So it's not exactly funny for me to laugh at, but instead it's like me trying to make sense of what they're trying to say. It's a bit fucking messy, and I do understand some points, but most of it I just think it's just like, it's just perspectives and interpretations. It's misaligned, so it's like, I can never truly agree or even understand this this individual, right? Because I just see something in that media that they don't. just a difference in taste. What can you do? You can't help it, I don't think. It's just like, yeah. One side explains just why it's bad. The only thing the other side can do is just explain why it's good. That's really the only action or recourse that I have. It's like, oh. As an actual video, though, I couldn't. The more I saw the little, what would you say, the little clips of like the Friends clips with the laugh track, the more I started to like twitch. The more I started to cringe. The first time it was painfully enough. Don't do it again. And then you played more Friends clips like 5 more times. Stop it. Stop. Anyways, what's this? Bullshit, watching bullshit whilst being bullshit. Do a read along of the Torah. We already saw like a little clip of the guy going, Goyo, you did. Goyim. But anyways, have a crab. As per tradition. Oh, and yeah, didn't you DM me not too long ago that you were finishing up with some stuff? Yes, you were. That's pretty cool. That's good, that's good. Your playlist? We might as well end on a good note. Yeah, we might as well end on a good note, but I don't know. I'll probably have another watch of this video in my own spare time just to absorb the information a little bit clearer, but it's just there are some things in here that it literally just doesn't make sense to me. So that's why there's moments in here where I'm trying to like sit down and just listen. So I'm not talking for like 2 or 5 minutes or whatever, just trying to sit down and listen and whatnot. It's just, no matter how hard I think about it, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I just don't think it makes sense how you go through the game and you play more than even 5 minutes of it, and you still walk away with like it's like a very flat interpretation of the story and of the characters. I just don't see it. I literally just don't see it that way, and because of that, I don't understand. But anyway, it's weird as well. This weird like perspective where it's like, oh, the game is shocking, but then it's simultaneously pulling its punches to remain palatable, or still somehow palatable to people who just use it for fetishistic satisfaction. When, as I've explained before, if that's all these people want, just go on like Rule 34 or something like that, right? Doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. But then again, the reason why it does to them is because they don't see an attempt of a story being made. Whilst I, on the other hand, just hold a different perspective. I do think there's a story being told. That's really about it. But then, if you see it the way how this person does, oh, it doesn't try to say anything. It just plays on tropes. It just plays on like almost fanfic level writing and blah, blah, blah. Then you can say it's like, oh yeah, people just use it for sexual satisfaction. It's weird. Bro, what is this? What are you even typing, bro? What are you even typing? The weird inner machinations of just user's mind. Well, it's just a misalignment of views, I suppose. I don't know, it's very weird. As well as that, it's because there's also a small portion of the video where it touches on like a glorification or romanticization. I think I said that wrong anyways, but I'm fucking tired and I'm losing my ability to speak. I don't think, if we're limiting this to the analysis of the game that is put in the title of this video, I don't think it does that at all. I don't think it tries to glorify the acts of the characters at all. I think it's quite honest with the fact that these two are supposed to be seen as subhuman, scum, degenerate cockroaches. Anyways, well, I don't know. Just taking along for the ride, you observe what happens. But there are still things that you can take away from it, especially with what I said before. There are some glimpses of humanity, you know. Small, like, what would you say, almost self-aware moments within the story of these characters. I don't know, it's just like, I feel as though it sells the story, it sells the verisimilitude, it sells the characters really well. But what can you do? What can you say? You know, what more can you say if the person you're responding to or the person you're talking to just does not see it that way and sees it, in fact, as the opposite, and it's just saying, oh no, it's just there is nothing to this, there's no tragedy, no horror to it, it's just a one-note thing, and it's supposed to like satisfy the weird mental illnesses and needs of freaks. Just, you know, you can't, you know, just two completely polar opposite perspectives. I don't think there's much that you can say. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and debunk the video. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a bad way of responding to it if I were to do that on my part. But yeah, I think that's really about it. We're going to wrap that video up. I don't know, but apart from that, I think it's just a shame it's not as deranged as I thought it was going to be. Oh my. How dare you make a somewhat well put together video? How dare you? I don't think, I think we basically, to me, I think that's basically all of the value that I got from this CD Cole channel. That's all the value that I got. It was that Steven Universe video, and then the coffin video, and then that's basically it for me. And that's basically it for me. The Steven Universe video was, what would you say, fucking hilarious. Because the weird thing about that video is you could enjoy it if you don't know anything about the YouTuber or you don't know anything about the show. All you have to do is just sit there and listen to the shit that comes out of that fucking guy's mouth. It's so good. It's so good what she says in that Steven Universe video. But yeah, you know, time and whatnot, and you know, things change. And coffin video is like messy, but more or less alright. And you know, there's some points, you know, I can give a little bit of leniency and credence to, but apart from that, it's just different perspectives. It just doesn't work. It doesn't clash. So it's like not much I can say. A lot of what we say, examples and references being pulled up as well to also try and make up a point, but I think it kind of meanders a little bit too much. Messy, but not deranged, so it's not funny, but it's not quite as it also in a sort of sense wasn't terribly engaging to me if we're talking about someone who's got one way, like trying to communicate an interpretation of the story versus another, right? I don't actually think it went super in-depth with the analysis. But I think that's also, you know, it's tainted because of the bias of the person, you know, reviewing it. They just, what can you do if someone just doesn't like it? Fine, you know what, I just have to put my hands up in the air and say, you know what, fair enough. Fair enough. Not everyone's going to like it and whatnot. Not everyone's going to see what I see or what anyone else sees in the game. So, you know, I'll put my hands up in the air and say fair enough, but oh well. But anyways, I wonder when the next chapter is going to come. I wonder when the next chapter is going to come out. Actually, I'm going to check the Steam page for the game real quick before I check out your playlist feature. What is it? Am I just being... Is there a update for the game yet? Recent announcements. No, not so lucky. Not so lucky. Judge debate channel? Nah. Debates are for losers. I don't think there exists many debate channels anyway. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I think he should call the police on you. I think he should call the police on you, just user. But anyways, what should we look at here? Something short, I think. Something short. What is this? You got that cow too. You got that cow too. I mean, how could you ignore this cow? Look at it. Look at how much swag it has. It's on a skateboard and shit. It's pretty good. It's pretty good music, no? 2 hours, eh? I like how this is just the... What is that? That's like the Facebook... That's like the Facebook rating. Just an hour ago I was listening to it and saying, this is what I wanted from life, cow on a skateboard on my screen. You got this a few days ago. I think this is one of those videos that was just recommended to everyone, just out of the blue, no? Yeah, it must have been 3 weeks, yeah. You know what this is? I tell you what this is. This is lo-fi beats, but better. It's just lo-fi beats with like a sort of vague jazz sound to it. Or like smooth jazz. I wonder if there's more in the channel. These fucking videos, man. Flying Pingu. These are cow-fi beats. There's a video that is very similar to this that I found. And it's got like a really low quality picture of like that caricature of Einstein. But I'll tell you what, pretty good addition to the playlist. Pretty good addition to the playlist. What a wonderful video to end on. What a wonderful piece of media to end on. You know what? I'm feeling lactose tolerant today. All of a sudden, this makes me lactose tolerant. Pretty good cow-fi beats. Like, Jesus, I just can't get over the swag. So good. Good video to end it on, though. Good addition to the playlist. That is fucking peak. Pretty freaking peak. But anyways, that's really about it for the cold stream. What judge wants to eat steak? No, I would never. I would not. You think I would kill such a swaggalicious animal, especially when it's on a skateboard? I would never catch it. How could I have a steak if I could never catch it? He's on a skateboard. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I would never catch it. But steaks are really nice and tasty. Cow's aura fills you with the stamina to take fights, to fight against lactose intolerance. Hell yeah, bro. He's just like encouraging me. Go on, you got this. With the smooth jazz. Steak is fucking ace, though. I don't think I know anyone who doesn't like steak. You know what I mean? He doesn't want a steak from the cow on the skateboard. That cow is sacred. That cow, we leave it alone. Don't you get thirsty? There have been times where I do keep a bottle of liquids next to me. But I don't stream for that long anyway, so I don't really feel debilitated. Synod, baller knowledge. But anyways, I think I'll end it for this cold stream. Been rather greedy tonight. Nearly 3 hours going in, so I think we'll end it here. So it won't be our gargantuan stream. It won't be anything past 3 hours or even past 4. But I think we'll leave it there. I don't know. Seen some dog shit. What mask? I'm not wearing any mask, bro. But we've seen some weird shit. We've seen some dog shit. Got some good palate cleansers here and there. But yeah, no, just that's really the last of the coal that I've got for the backlog. I'll try and find some more. See if we can't get anything truly fucking like just crazy, something like that, like insane. But we'll see. It's mostly it's like how I said, it's not coal, but it is briquettes. It's just like, you know, slop essentially. Like, especially the worst one is the Gamer from Mars video. The Gamer from Mars video was just fucking like, yeah, it's about a fucking rape victim essentially, that fucking Finsta guy. Like, terrible fucking story. But it's boring. The video itself is boring. What's your sentence? You have to watch that cow on the skateboard video, but on 0.25 speed. You have to listen to smooth jazz on 0.25 speed. Face reveal one. Maybe when I'm a trillionaire. Maybe when I'm a trillionaire. Perhaps. Maybe then I'll consider it. I don't know, but I like this gimmick, no? It's very good. No one wants to see what's underneath it anyway. But yeah, no, that CD Cole video about the coffin game, I might have a rewatch of that in my own spare time, but it's like I said, it's just, the video doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It just really doesn't make a lot of sense. I think it's because it's just, I just disagree with the example that's being brought. Like, really, you want to say all of that about that game? About the coffin? Really? I don't know, I just fundamentally don't think it applies, but I think that's really where I'm going to put it there. Only very small, minute points, but that's just basically another funny way of me saying, oh, I wish there was just more content out from the game so it can elaborate. Basically, it was just a really roundabout way of me saying, oh, when's the next update coming out? But seriously, when is the next update coming out? I've been starving, bro. But anyways, I think I won't delay the exit for you guys any longer. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for bearing with me, especially through the more quiet sections. As I'm trying to lock in, and watch a video, I guess. But you know, tomorrow I think, before I do the obligatory outro, tomorrow I think is, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do a gaming stream tomorrow. I don't know what game it's going to be, but I am going to pick something out. Probably something short, probably something nice, probably something simple. Actually, should I do a gaming stream tomorrow night? No, I'm not going to do... No, I changed my mind. I'm not going to do a gaming stream tomorrow night. It'll probably be after, because tomorrow's stream is going to be another COALio Reactios. Tomorrow is going to be a COALio Reactios, because I did say I was going to watch series, or a small series of videos called Meet the Course. So I do need to get around to doing that. We can play Helltaker or a Warrior. I have played Helltaker and a Warrior. The Helltaker streams that I did was a long time ago. It's in a different playlist called like Vintage Stream Collection or something like that. I might even replay it one of these days, but I'm not sure. But I have played a warrior, and I beat it on hard mode. Fucking beat it on hard mode. Proof. I am a fucking real gamer. I'm a fucking real gamer. The best gamer. Me, of course, yes. So that will be for tomorrow. That will be basically the main attraction of tomorrow's stream. Gamer! What? Gamers truly are the most oppressed class of people. Don't you know this? But yeah, then I'll figure out what game to play. I've got like a lot in my Steam library, so I'll probably pick something that's if I'm lucky, I'll basically go through it in one stream, like maybe in 2 hours or something like that. So it shouldn't be so bad. And then we'll see. Because now that I'm done with basically all of the games, I finished Cult of the Lamb, I finished Portal 2. I've got to find some more to add to the repertoire and the rotation, you know. Because otherwise, then I'm just going to be stuck doing nothing but reaction type streams. And I don't want to abuse that too much. I don't want to abuse it too much. It's fun, but I don't want to abuse it. I think it's nice to have a selection. But anyways, that's the plans. Tomorrow will be a normal COALio Reactios, no coal, nothing too painful, hopefully. I'll get to work on replenishing the coal backlog. So we'll see. But anyways, let's finish RV there, yeah. No, Pat Venus, no, I don't think, bro, I don't think I'm strong enough to do that game again. I don't think I'm strong enough to play that game again, Pat Venus, bro. I don't think I'm strong enough. There's that one level that we were stuck on, bro. I don't know. The problem is, to me, the game kind of loses its charm after like an hour. But within that hour, it's funny as fuck. But then after that, it's kind of like React to today's live. Just like a reactception. This Judge Classic guy is a fucking idiot. He doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't know what he's doing. And he's ugly. And he's ugly. I know this to be true. Fact checks that is true. But anyways, I shan't keep you here looking at my ugly mug for too much longer or a black screen. It is time. It is time for the obligatory outro. Thank you so much to everyone for watching, whether it's for a short while or a long while. Doesn't really matter too much to me since I'm just here for fun. And it's all appreciated the same anyways. Take care, good luck with all of your endeavors, and don't forget to have fun, alright? Let me send you a crab of farewells and adieus, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Have fun, everyone. Thank you for the stream. See ya.